as we delve into Chapter 6, The Big Game. As the rest of you consoled Bradley, discovering that he had been asked by John to hide something, a black box belonging to his father, Robert Logan, in the football locker rooms, Darla, you found yourself confronted by Mr. Jenkins. Giving you back your knife, he revealed that he had been tracking the black box, believing it to have been taken from the loop. A device capable of unleashing an electromagnetrine pulse, wiping out electricity and reprogramming nearby robotic devices. He told you that he had seen this device being loaded into a van around a week ago. A van belonging to Robert Logan. And having been spotted, Mr. Jenkins had been in hiding since that night. With all of you reuniting at school, you decided the best thing to do would be to infiltrate Logan Country Club, where Chloe's mum works. And while the others gathered disguises, and Darla, you checked in on Artie at the hospital, still recovering from his rock salt wound. Jackie, you and Jane made your way to J. Wood's radio repair shop, where you were due to meet your friend Henry. But upon arriving there, you found the shop empty and in disarray, while also discovering what Henry had asked you there to see. An old radio from the 60s, along with a radio frequency. And turning it on, you heard Morse code giving numbers. And not just numbers, coordinates. Meeting outside Jenkins High, you all headed west of town towards the country club, and doing your utmost to avoid the attention of both the staff and Chloe's dad, who was there on decking business, you entered the property, with Eli blending in as a member of staff and Jane slowly falling asleep while drinking many, many Arnold Palmers. Meanwhile, Darla, Chloe, and Jackie, you snuck through to the outside of Robert Logan's office, where you heard him in conversation with his son, John. You discovered that John had lost both his father's black box and the small robot that held it, in an attempt to protect his father should the authorities of the loop come looking. And John also revealed that he had been the one responsible for calling the sheriff's department on Jackie's father, hoping to divert attention away from the family. But Robert remained unimpressed and threw his son out. And as you all made to leave, including an attempt at distraction with Darla laying Chloe out cold on the floor, you looked around for Jane. But as you ran from the country club, Jane was nowhere to be seen. And so, as you run towards the nearest safe space, Darla's treehouse, with all the information you have learned, including Eli, that Robert Logan will be meeting with the town mayor to finalize the details surrounding the acquisition of his oil rigs on Friday. 2 days' time, the same night as your football game. The sun is slowly beginning to set as all of you run through long grass and fields, tall bipedal farming robots moving slowly across the horizon, and the suburban limits of Eden Falls opening up to you. As you run, what are you doing?
Everybody's with us now, right?
Except for Jane.
Yeah. Does anybody notice that as anything off? I don't think Darla would really notice.
So I believe Eli saw a black van driving off at the end of the last episode.
Yeah.
Didn't I notice it as well?
Yeah, Darla and Jackie both noticed the black van. We don't know why, though.
No, but I was like way too focused on just getting out because I had the recording.
Yeah, and Chloe was like injured. I'm not sure why. I don't remember what that was, but I remember Chloe was a bit out of it. I don't think I noticed fully.
Okay. Where are we heading? Do we have any idea at the moment, or we just booking it? I don't.
We are going to Darla's treehouse, I think is what was her directional, because that's closest to the country club.
Uh-huh.
So
I feel like Eli would just be pleading to everybody. Jane was with me and then wasn't, and then we had a plan, and there was all the powers, and she was rich, and
I think I'd probably ask Bug to replay the message so that Eli could hear it and that we could all hear it again.
wait, do you not want to wait until we get to the treehouse? we're in plain sight.
We're just in public.
We can find a clearing. It's fine.
I feel like we're not in the thick of it. Like we're just running down a street.
The country club is a fair distance away now, and you are slowly beginning to move onto suburban streets. Your house, Darla, is still around another 15-minute sprint away, but
I guess we could stop.
that doesn't... So, as you stop, and Jackie, as you reach into your bag, you can hear, Eli, the voices that your friends heard. I'm so sorry, I heard you and Matson... And it goes forward into nothing, just something about an oil rig, and yeah, I pinned it on some nobody, and this conversation stretches out as you hear John and his father talking together.
And then after that, what happened was like we realized he was like coming to the door. So I was like, Darla, what do we do? And she was like, oh my God. And then we decided that she would hit me in the face. And then like she managed to run away. And then John was focused on me and didn't even like realize that we had recorded this. And Jackie was already like gone. So it would be like pretty clean, I think.
Darla's gonna reach over to you, like with her sleeve, and kind of wipe a little bit of blood under your nose. Sorry about that.
No, it's cool. I look kind of like action hero, you know?
I have gauze at the house.
I don't know what is it my fault that Jane's not here?
It was your fault.
Jane's not here, and there was a van, and
well, we can like I can go back and get Jane if you want. Like if she just like is still having fun being rich, yeah.
Jane was gone, like there, and then I was supposed to do a distraction, and we had a plan, and then I turned around and there was no Jane, and then the same black van, and I
wait, gone like missing?
Gone as in I think she was taken. I don't know. She's not there. Jane just doesn't disappear. Jane doesn't really like just being around people. She wouldn't just like not be with us.
Well, I mean, yeah, missing obviously implies being taken. I'm not saying she just like disappeared and you just like lost her. Missing people, something happened to them, obviously. So, the van was around Jane, or you saw it after?
I saw it after. I think I messed up. I think I messed up again, and I keep messing up, and people keep getting hurt, and I don't.
Wait, how would you have messed up if someone took Jane and you didn't see? That's not your fault.
Wait, why do we think someone took her?
Because where else would she be? And the same van was there.
I don't know. She was having fun being rich, not a table. At least that's what she told me.
I mean, she did really seem to enjoy the plan with Eli, though. Like, I don't think she would ditch Eli. Like, me, yeah, sure, like, whatever. But, like, I don't think she would ditch Eli in the middle of a plan. She loves that kind of stuff.
Well, I mean, if Eli wasn't with her, then she technically wouldn't have ditched him. You kind of ditched her. Sorry.
I messed up. I think I messed up.
I don't think you messed up. I don't think you messed up at all. I mean, it's if you had known something might have happened, I'm sure you would have looked out for her. Like, you're a big brother. That's, like, your whole thing, right? These guys are really scary, right?
Why did I leave her alone? Why did I do that?
Okay, where'd you go? Like, where is she? So she was in the dining area, right? Like drinking the stuff still?
Yeah, she was right behind me, and we had a plan, and I got so fixated on talking to this guy to get information. I found out about an oil rig, I found out about a cover-up, I found out about all these things with the mayor, and then I forgot to check on my friend, and then they're not there, and it looked like, I don't know, she wouldn't just disappear.
Is it
Well,
out
she
of the
has the
question to think that?
walkie-talkie. Sorry. go
Is
ahead,
it out of the
Jackie.
question to think that
Walkie-talkie.
Jane might have like gone off somewhere to get more information intentionally? Like, what if she smooshed her way into a big rich like circle?
Who has the other walkie? Jane has mine.
Oh,
think
Jackie
it's
has the other
Jackie.
one.
I
Wait.
think I have the other one.
Okay, well then we can figure it out. We can message her, and then maybe I didn't mess up. Last time I messed up, a dinosaur showed up, and then Chloe got hurt, and then now
You
I just
can't
need to
blame
know
but
I didn't
yourself
mess
for
up.
things that
We
happen to
learned-
other people.
Yeah.
I'm
And
gonna
I
turn the
don't. I mean, I
walkie-talkie on.
blame Bradley for the thing with me because he was the one that dropped the cube thing. Apparently, not you. So.
All right, well, let's get
Ah.
over to my house, and then we can use the walkie-talkie.
As you say this, you are walking for another 10 minutes or so until eventually you see Darla's house. And as Darla, you lead them around the back. Your treehouse. Now, Darla, what does your treehouse look like?
It's old. It's definitely been there for at least a decade, but you can tell that the ladder steps were all sanded down, and it's a part of a really big oak tree that is just completely overgrown and kind of has branches weaving out of the window and to another like side door under a crack, and it's become a part of this tree. And whenever you get up there, it's a pretty big landing. It has like a small balcony-esque thing so that you can look over. But on the inside, you would see a bunch of random technology that is from Artie and her over there just experimenting with things. You would be able to see different tools and whatnot that maybe she uses or Artie uses. They have maps and papers and things to put together, like different pranks or whatnot else that they could play on other people. And, you know, maybe a corner of some fireworks that are not illegal in this California.
I will also say, as you are all climbing up towards the treehouse, Chloe, Eli, and Jackie, can you all make comprehend checks for me? You need 2 successes.
You have a bless.
You all have a
use-
blast?
Yeah,
I
blesses are
I
only
don't-
$5 for people who might need them.
hold on.
I'm cool with not blessing on this.
I'm gonna re-roll.
I'll use 2 of my blesses to
Okay.
get another success.
So, as the others are making their way up, and Jackie, you follow from behind with Bug still in your rucksack, you see that towards the base of this oak tree, faded over time, there is what seems to be a heart carved in. And there are 4 letters. They almost look like initials inside, but they have been faded over time. But Darla, you lead everyone into the treehouse, and you all see a cornucopia of different things, maps, technological items, books, as Sam said, fireworks. And for you, Eli, it's a little bit of a snug fit. You have to bend down quite a bit, but for the rest of you, it's quite spacious.
Feel free to sit anywhere and just grab a pillow. But if we're gonna call Jane.
Chloe like stands up in the corner, trying to be as subtle about the fact that she's standing as she can.
I'll switch the walkie on.
Do you want to do it, Jackie? Or Eli, do you want to?
I don't know. I don't know. Jack Attack, maybe you take this one and then we'll get good news and everything will be fine.
All right. She's gonna sit there and think for a second. All right,
Farmer to rich woman, come in. Over.
Everything is silent. You hear nothing back.
Maybe she doesn't know who Rich Woman is.
Well,
I thought that was your whole thing.
Or I
Yeah,
don't know.
maybe
She
it's
doesn't know
like
who
a longer
Barbie
thing,
is.
maybe.
Is that what you just called yourself?
Farmer.
Oh,
Farmer.
I heard Barbie.
I saw a farmer Bobby once. I had one. She came with like a little pink tractor.
Jackie to Jane, come in. Over.
Everything is quiet on the other end.
Maybe it's dead.
Maybe say a longer thing. Maybe say like a longer thing. Maybe it's like she's like it's like getting cut off somehow somewhere.
Hello, this is Jackie calling in for Jane. Over.
Eli's gonna grab the walkie-talkie, kind of panicked and like didn't even ask, which is not like him.
Oh.
Jane, please be here. Jane, please be here. I don't want to mess up and cause bad things to happen again. And I know I got caught up with what I was doing, but please be here. Jane, I need you to be here. Over.
You wait. Nothing.
I'm just gonna hand
Maybe
it.
she dropped it in the
gonna-
pool.
I'm gonna hand it back to. Hand it back to Jack.
Hey, like, hey. You didn't mess up, though. You didn't mess up. Even though we haven't heard back from her, it doesn't mean that you messed up, okay?
Okay, but
I
like
told you not to blame yourself.
you all did your plan and you're all here, and then it was supposed to be me and Jane, and I got caught up doing a silly spy thing, which I shouldn't have done. I should have been worried about my friend instead and make sure they're okay, but I didn't turn around, I didn't look, and
But like, it was helpful. You found out some really helpful things, and you weren't paying attention to her in that moment, yeah. But I think that was because, like, you trusted her, and she's always, like, I bet she really appreciates that. She's always so mad that no one lets her do her own thing. Like, yeah, sometimes we leave people to do their own thing, and it's risky, but so is hovering over them all the time.
I just don't want her to be hurt.
I know. And the fact that you, even if she is like missing and someone else hurt her and everything, that doesn't mean that that's your fault, and it doesn't mean that because you weren't staring at her the whole time, you're not doing enough to stop her from getting hurt. You know, like, hovering over people doesn't stop them from getting hurt. It just means we have to watch. And I know you don't want to do that. And these are really scary people. That's why they're managing to do this. If they did do it. Again, she could have dropped it in the pool.
Eli, my best friend, got shot when I was standing in front of him. And I'm not blaming myself, am I?
I know, but Jane didn't even want to do this.
No,
it's
there's
okay.
no but.
It's-
Don't do that to
it's
yourself.
Fine, okay. All right.
No. She did want to do this. She agreed
did, yeah.
to do this. Like, she was hesitant at first, but she did agree to do this. And you
You're
can't
right.
blame yourself for that. Like, we're gonna find her.
You're right.
But-
I could be overthinking it. You're right.
Okay, think of it this way, right? Like in football, right? Like when you pass the ball to someone or something. Like, it's not your job to make sure they don't get tackled afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so if someone tackles them, it's because the other team did it.
Okay. You're right. I'm just gonna go down and just get some air. I'll be fine. Sometimes I overthink things and I get in my head and I'll be okay. So
Here.
I'm gonna go
Do you
stand
want me
at
to
the
get some
bottom of it.
water for everyone? I can go grab some glasses.
Listen, if they did take Jane, we have a really big bargaining chip. Like, a really big one. I have them on tape saying that they put my father in jail to save themselves. That they're the reason for the blackouts, for that house getting destroyed. For everything that's happened. I have them on tape for that. Me and Bug do.
You're right.
And instead of handing this to the police, which I don't want to do in the first place, we could do what they do in the movies and organize a little deal. My dad's freedom and Jane's freedom for what's on this tape. And if a copy gets made, well, that's just not my problem.
Who knows how robots work, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Bug could be making a copy right now, and I wouldn't know because I didn't tell them to do it. Right, Bug? Exactly.
So, Eli, when you go out and get some air, okay, I want you to be really nice to our friend Eli. And also, if you want to get like angry and frustrated about something, get angry and frustrated at the bad guys and just dwell on how intimidating as hell you're going to be at the meetup that we do with the tape. Because, like, you'd be really good at that, I think.
You're right. I should not be in my head. I shouldn't assume the worst. It's something I do, and you're correct. I'll get some air, and everything will be back. I'll be back to my old Eli, and everything will be okay.
We'll corner them on all sides. You'll get them from up there. I'll get them from down here.
You're so right, Jack Attack.
I'm gonna go get us some waters.
Do you have any, like, lemon?
No. And she just turns and walks out.
Darla, heading towards your house, you open the door, and inside it is as in disarray as it always is. The sofa, however, is empty. You see no sign of your father anywhere.
Do I hear anything?
Make a comprehend check, or investigate, whichever you'd rather.
Oh God. I forgot I'm exhausted and upset.
Good thing when you're in your home base.
True.
How long does it take to take away an effect?
I think it's around an hour, I think.
Can I fast forward?
Is that for a single effect or all effects?
I think it's all.
Yeah, I would say the only one that you can't do from that is broken, I think. You have to be with your anchor for that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Spence seen in hideout with other kids taking care of each other. Okay.
Yeah. Yikes.
So yeah, no sign of him. The house is quiet.
Okay. All right. Yeah, she would get into the kitchen cabinets and try to find some clean glasses. They're probably all different types of shapes and sizes, but fill them up with water from the sink and do her best to juggle them in her arms.
And as you come back out, you can see Eli at the base of the tree house. And I am going to ask you to make just a general body check for me. You just need one success in order to carry all the glasses up.
Don't make me break these glasses.
Oh no.
You said body? Or what?
Just a general body, yeah.
Maybe they're plastic.
Isn't Eli outside at this time? Can Eli...
Yeah, can I do
Wait.
what's
How
happening?
many successes did you say?
Just one.
Okay, I can make one.
Okay. So you almost drop one, but just you bring your hand out and slowly begin to maneuver your way up. You are very used to bringing midnight snacks up to the treehouse late at night when you and Artie were younger, and even more recently as well, but you bring them up and distribute the water around. As Jackie and Chloe, you have been left alone in the treehouse as Darla comes back. And Eli, are you staying outside?
For a little bit longer, yeah.
Okay.
Darla would have handed you a glass separately. Drink up.
So, do me and Jackie get like 5 minutes of solo time or something? Like, well,
If you would like to, if there's nothing you want to do, then in that case.
I'd
Yeah,
love
do
to
it.
chat with Jackie in a flashback from 5 minutes prior.
Go.
Okay, Chloe's gonna be just sort of pacing around the corner and also rubbing her head.
A bit of a bruise is starting to fester.
Chloe, are you doing okay? You really got throttled back there. I mean, you asked for it, but you got
Yeah.
throttled.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I asked you to hit. I didn't know she hit me like that hard, but I think I
Oh,
underestimated her.
she hit you that hard. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it felt like pent up.
well, I think Darla's got a lot of pent up, and it's not necessarily our fault.
Yeah. And even this way, like now that that's done, you know, maybe we're all good now. Maybe it's all out. I don't know.
I guess so.
Um,
If that's her way of getting it out, yeah. I mean, like a trouble shared is a trouble halved, you know?
that's did you come up with that?
No, my mom says it all the time.
Oh, she sounds cool.
It's how she gets me to do chores.
Well, that's still like a really collaborative way of having you do chores. It's like a team thing instead of just like telling you to do them, you know?
Well, yeah, like she washes, I dry dishes, stuff like that. We kind of do it like that at my house.
Do you like go out with your mom for fun stuff too, or just chores?
Well, she's always working, so I guess our going out is like I go to the garage and help her, like fix up someone's car or like toaster or something. And that's real nice. I like those moments a lot.
Yeah. It's like, I guess this is what people mean when they say like, having someone be a part of your life, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like my parents would take me to like trips and stuff, but I didn't feel like a part of their lives. I just felt like a part of their annual trip to Disneyland.
Well, I think you're still part of their life. Like everyone has a different way of showing that they love you.
I hope so. It's just hard to like, I'm always scared of seeing things that aren't there, you know? I think I have trouble. I always see, I don't know, sorry. I'm so sorry. We like barely know each other and I'm just like, oh. I got hit really hard in the head, so I started saying all kinds of things. I think I hit on John as well. I don't know.
A lot of hits been happening. Chloe.
What?
K.O. Chloe. That's your nickname.
Really fun. I sound badass like that.
Like
That's
you've
so
got
good.
knocked out. You're also knocking out all the fellas. You're also a knockout yourself. It works in so many layers.
I kind of love that. I'm really good at like I'm really good at tennis. I don't think I've done that around you guys yet, but I'm really good at tennis. So when I eliminate someone, like that's a knockout. I don't know. Is that too much?
You're on the tennis squad?
Well, we don't have like a tennis squad like at school, like for like competing, but like there's a club, and also my mom has a club at the country club, and I think that when I'm older, I'd love to do more competition stuff because I am really good at it.
Wait, like when you have to hit the really tiny ball with that like little racket.
Yeah, that's what my bag is. Like it's like you see how it's like a funny shape. It's because the racket's like inside of.
But like, how are you coordinated enough for that? I don't understand how. Like you and Eli do these sports things. I don't get it.
I think it's just a learned thing. I could teach you sometime if you want. It's just imagine. Okay. So like if your mom like threw you a wrench, right? You catch it, right?
Oh, I mean, I'd either catch it or I'd step out of the way and wait for it to clatter to the floor, and then I'd go pick it up. Because those things are made of iron.
There's the same thing in tennis, except like the wrenches bounce. But so like the racket feels, once you practice enough, it's not even like being good at it. It's just once you practice enough, the racket feels like it's just like you have a big hand. So
how often do you get hit by the ball yourself? Like, does it hurt?
I don't get hit by the ball unless it like bounces behind me and then hits the wall and then hits my leg. But like it doesn't hurt at all. It's really squishy. So we could do it sometime if you want.
Well, I mean, if I can dodge a wrench, I can dodge a ball, right?
Did you make that up? That's so smart.
I did. I heard it from my uncle once.
Oh, wow. What's he like?
He's a great guy.
He's ripped.
You know, sometimes you just see an opportunity and you take it. And I'm going to take this opportunity to accept your tennis invitations.
Okay, awesome. Because you can do doubles. So we could do doubles if you want to be like, or we can go up against each other or something.
That'd be real nice.
Sorry, I don't know if he's okay with being used for this. Does Bug do any like medicinal things? Like, can Bug go into like cold mode?
have never asked. Hey, Bug.
As you look down, you can see that Bug is moving around the treehouse and is looking at the various gizmos and sort of knocking over little sort of piles of paper and is sort of like stumbling over towards the fireworks and he looks up at you.
Bug, do you have like a thermostat?
Chloe's feeling a little under the weather. Do you mind? Can you check her out?
It sort of walks over to you and just pokes your leg with one of its little metal feet and looks up and its eyes kind of refocus in your direction.
I'm just gonna pick up Bug and... what temperature is Bug? Is Bug room temperature? Is Bug warm? Is Bug cold, like metally cold, or...?
Sort of fairly warm on account of the afternoon sun, although it is getting dark now, so fairly warm to the touch. And as you pick him up, Darla, you climb over the top of the treehouse to join your friends.
Here's your waters. Only a little bit spilled, sorry.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, could you put mine just by my foot? Sorry, I'm just...
Did you ask her to put it by your foot?
Yeah, because I'm standing up, so I'm holding Bug and standing up and I can't take the drink out.
Oh, I was just making sure I heard you right.
Oh, you did? No, sorry.
I was like, wait, where am I putting this water?
I'm gonna grab
She puts
Chloe's glass and my
Okay,
glass.
as Darla's bending down, you take her from her.
Thanks, Jackie. Sorry, I was, Okay, Bug, I'm really sorry. I was thinking about using you like a pack of frozen peas, but then I realized that you're not cold, because you're like a living thing.
Oh, I thought you meant to hit somebody with.
Jackie's gonna tear up a little bit at you calling Bug a living thing, because a lot of people don't think robots are like living things, and she's gonna get really teary-eyed over that.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry, Bug. You probably want to get put down now. Jackie, do you want to take... Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm great. Here, I'll switch you for the glass.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. Thanks, Bug.
And Bug kind of nuzzles into Jackie.
I'm gonna put my glass against my bruise.
Eli, what are you doing?
Eli would be just going over the info that I got from Mark at the bar, just over and over, trying to connect something to try to figure out what's going on. And I think Eli would want to grab the walkie. So while everyone's talking, I'm halfway up the ladder and you just see my long arm come up and grab the walkie. And I'm just going to be just periodically checking in again. Because, like, I know I shouldn't be blaming myself, but I also want to hear from Jane. So every now and then I'm just, Jane, hi, it's Eli. Can you answer? I give you some more Arnie Palmies over. And just continuing to just radio in.
As you do that after some time, Darla would walk out of the treehouse and like lean over the edge to see you. You might as well tell her where you are so that at least if she hears you, she'll know where to go.
Do you think it's a good idea? Like, this is your...
Yeah, I don't think that anything's happened to her. I think Jane's just being Jane.
Okay. Jane, super rich, wonderful Jane. I appreciate all of your drawings, and I can't wait for you to teach me how to draw, but if you want to draw some pictures and some giraffes, we're at Darla's treehouse, and we're just worried about you, and hopefully you'll meet us up here, and we can drink some Arnie Palmies and draw a little bit. Over.
There's silence.
Well, I hope she heard that, and you know, maybe you're right, and she'll be here, and we'll just hear all about her rich escapades and bossing people around. Maybe she's just still there having a great time, you know?
She's probably owning the place by now.
It's true. She is very powerful.
Alright, do you want to come back up and join us?
Yeah, yeah, thank you for checking on me. I
Of
appreciate
course.
it.
She would reach her hand down to grab the walkie from you so that you can use your hands to climb up properly.
It is dark by now, and through the window, or what little remains of it with the oak branches poking through it, moonlight streams across the slatted floorboards and across the walls. It is getting later now.
Well,
Oh my God,
I
wait.
don't know if anything
Wait.
in here could be helpful. Is Darla's sifting through things that she has or that Artie has brought over. Would I happen to have anything that would be of importance or helpful to this or this case? Or I don't know, maybe she had something and didn't realize it.
I will say, as Darla is sifting through things, Jackie, you notice that in amidst the bric-a-brac that Darla has within the treehouse, you see gridded maps of Eden Falls.
Oh! Oh!
Yeah,
What?
yeah, I was gonna bring up.
Hold on.
Wait,
Now, hold on.
Hey, Jack
Hold
Attack.
on.
No,
you-
I'm going to figure this one out.
Okay.
Jackie's
Darla just puts
gonna,
her hands up.
get a
Okay,
little
go.
eureka moment, seeing the gridded map, and be like, that thing I forgot. One more time. I can't believe I keep forgetting this. And she's gonna pull out the little note that she wrote the coordinates on. And just, try to find a map that matches those.
So, can you make an investigate check for me? You need 2 successes.
Would you happen to say the coordinates out loud so Darla could help you, since these are maps that she's looked at?
Well, I feel like I'm being pretty obvious that I'm looking, so if Darla wants to come look
Well, I don't know
over
the
my
coordinates,
shoulder.
though.
They're on a piece
think
of
it's written
paper
down.
on the
Oh, are they?
desk.
Oh, okay. Then she
Yeah,
would lean over
I
and
pull out a
look
note that has the coordinate.
and try to help.
So so we can do this one of 2 ways. Either Jackie can roll essentially at advantage, so re-roll
Yes,
for free.
do that because I have 2
Um,
things against me.
Okay. Okay.
What would the other one be?
Or you just need 1 success rather than 2.
One success.
Okay. You sift through them, and Chloe and Eli, you just sit there sipping your water as your friends just make their way over these quite old maps. As Darla, you sort of sift through the piles, and there's a little bit of order to all of this, but the maps aren't things that you often use. But eventually you come to one which, rather than focusing on Eden Falls, focuses more on the coastline. And as Jackie, you move across the squares on the map and down the y-axis, you see where the Morse code and the coordinates have led you. 3 distinct structures out to sea. The Logan Brothers oil rigs.
Why do you have coordinates to this?
Before Henry disappeared, he left this as a note for me in his shop.
Would you
The
have told
oil
us who
rig.
Henry is?
I've mentioned him at the
You said
country
my
club.
friend. I don't know who that is.
It's Henry. It's my friend Henry.
He's a friend of my parents. He has a basically like a little secondhand shop in town,
That's cool.
and he left me a note to check this radio, and this radio had these coordinates on it in Morse code. So he wanted me to get these coordinates for some reason, and this is the oil rigs that relate back to Logan, and these were the oil rigs that were talked about in the recording that I made when we were at the country club.
does it happen to say, like, what these would be? Or, like, why these are significant? Those are old.
No, it was just the coordinates, but like the oil deal fell through so long. Like, I don't know why this
So,
keeps wrapping back around to that and to Logan and the mayor.
I do have information. When we were playing Spy, one of the waiters, the one who's waiting on the Logans, told me about a meeting that's happening on the rigs this Friday with the mayor.
Just to clarify, sorry, not on the rigs, but about the rigs.
About the rigs, sorry.
Yeah,
Yes, about the rigs. On Friday, and there was a mention of a cover-up, and it all seems related, and I don't know what to do with that because it all has to go together, right?
I'm gonna go over to Bug, wherever Bug's like putzing around in this place.
Hey,
It's just over
Bug.
by the corner.
Do you happen to recognize this place, this coordinate on this map?
He looks at it, and his eyes focus a little bit before looking up to you.
Have you ever... Did Mr. Logan own you? Like, were you Mr. Logan's property before this?
He sort of shrinks back a little bit.
Did you happen to make any other recordings from Mr. Logan before you met me? Hmm.
Can I ask Bug a question, Jackie?
Mm.
So Bug, I know that you were with Mr. Logan. Have you always been with Mr. Logan, or was there anybody before? Oh, I'm sorry, you can only do yes or no questions. Sorry. Okay, was Mr. Logan the first person who said that they owned you? Do we think Mr. Logan made Bug?
It's real
was
possible.
Was it John's dad or was it his granddad? I caught that I think his name is Magnus on a photo.
Yeah. Maybe.
Bug, do you know what that box does when it's connected to you?
He just shrinks
sorry.
down.
Is it bad?
And looking up from the floor, his round eyes looking at you, he just nods.
Okay.
Has it ever happened before?
Over and over and over? Were you given to his son with the box?
You're doing great so far with these questions, Bug.
Then how did you... If John had the box, how did Bug get free?
As you say this, you hear a... as you hear the tape inside of him just rewinding. And I'm just trying to find what John actually said. As he replays, you said you needed the box hidden if the military, if anyone from the loop came. So I thought if they came, you wouldn't need to lie. So I came in to take it. I didn't know about the little robot you were keeping, and it got out. And so I took the box. I hid it at my school. And Bug just looks up and...
Oh, so like
So when he
Bug
went
was
to
around.
think when he went to take the box, he took it and he kind of freed Bug in the process.
Like left the door open or something. I have an idea, but I don't know if it would work. I don't even know if you'd want to do this, Jackie. It's up to you and Bug. Bug, how many recordings can you hold? Can you hold more than one?
And from the top of his head, you just see a little tape come out. It's very similar to other cassettes that you have seen. It looks as though anything recorded on it would record over anything that was already on there.
Oh man, I was gonna say if we could make maybe after we duplicate it, I was gonna say we could record ourselves saying words, and then Bug could talk to us by playing the word back that they wanted us to know, But
That's actually a great idea.
is it?
I would
Thanks.
I'd be nervous of recording over this before we can get it somewhere safe.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe after we duplicate this.
Does
which
it looks like just any old cassette we could pop it in and it would work, right?
It looks as though, yes.
Like the cassettes that we grabbed from the gas station?
Absolutely, yeah.
I want to pop out the cassette that Bug already made and rifle through my bag for one of the ones we got from the gas station. And I'm just going to assume it's not as important. So I'm going to slap it in Bug.
I'll say you can put in one of the ones that you've already listened to.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
just
Okay.
pop it in and...
All right, so what words should we give him?
Our names, maybe? That would be good.
Right. Okay.
And I think for time's sake,
Yes,
We probably
don't need to play
spend,
for this.
it's we press record, say a couple lines, or we ask Bug to record, say a couple lines, and then stop, and then brainstorm some more, and then we just have names, yes, no, maybe, danger, alert, something like that, where it's just
North,
basic
south.
things. Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. So he has a very, very basic vocabulary now.
Yeah.
As you come to the end, and this takes around, I would say, probably half an hour to 40 minutes. And at this stage, it
So
is
I'm feeling better,
late
right?
in the evening. Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're better, right? Before the evening sets in, after we do the recording with Bug, I'm gonna take a cassette tape of Aha out of my tennis bag, a little container thingy, and open it and be do we want to hide the big important tape in here?
Oh, yeah.
Is there a Sharpie somewhere in?
Oh yeah, there's
Yeah, it's
tons
a
of
little-
writing
yeah, it's-
tools.
I'm gonna grab the Sharpie and I'm gonna say, our mixtape, and put a bunch of hearts and stuff over it, and then put a random date and be love you, our anniversary.
I take the paper
actually
out of
really
the
smart,
plastic
Jackie.
cassette thing, so we can write on the plastic itself with the Sharpie too. So it's a custom tape. It's from Love Bug.
My honey.
Bug just looks up at you all and goes, "Thank you."
Oh, I hated that.
You're welcome,
Cute.
Bug.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Heels together. Cute.
He's a little bumblebee.
He's great.
We've created a monster. He's just hi, hello. Just,
Like a little parrot.
Yeah, fine, I guess.
We can listen to some Aha if you want, Bug. If you want to listen to music.
Bug just moves into the corner, and as Aha plays over, you just hear him sort of bobbing to one side and the other, So, are any of you doing anything or having any conversations before wherever you are going tonight?
I think if we're just having some rest downtime, just keeping her hands busy because she's
We play
nervous.
Candyland.
Jackie's probably gonna be making like a trinket, and it's just somehow coming to look like Bug. I feel like she's probably been working on it.
There's tons
But,
of
like,
stuff
this
in the treehouse too. that
Trinket
you're
of like
welcome to.
nuts and bolts and like the front of a mini fridge or something that's like not that big that she's like folding, but she's just kind of like making her best friend.
How to scale is this? I'm interested.
I don't think it's like 1-to-1 because that would be a lot to carry around with Bug.
Yeah.
But it's still, I would say like 75%, maybe a little less, 60%.
Okay. Cool. So, Jackie, you're working away at that. As the rest of you watch as the moon continues to rise in the skies, night has fallen.
Chloe's been like wiping any little marks she sees around the treehouse with like little baby wipes from her bag. Just subtly, just like trying to like clean.
Y'all are welcome to stay in the treehouse if you want. If it makes you feel safer.
Do you have a landline, right?
Yeah.
I might have to call my mom too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um,
Darla gets nervous when y'all ask that.
yeah, Eli, do you have to call your like parents or?
Yeah, I need to make sure Mom's home tonight. So I if not, I have to go and make sure Quinn's okay.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll call as well.
Okay. Well, if you want, then follow me. And leaving the dog next door is barking up a storm as it sees us. Exit the treehouse. Sorry, that's Mr. Robert's dog. And she would actually take you around the house to her window, her bedroom door window. It's like, sorry, I just don't want to explain things to my dad. She cracks it open and like pushes it up enough to where big ol' Eli can get through, because then everybody else can too.
You have a landline in your room as well?
Sorry, what did you say?
Do you have a phone in your room too?
Yeah, I have a landline in here.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. It's so much better, right? Although we have to make sure no one's like listening in or anything.
I don't think anybody's going to be listening at my house.
Oh, okay.
So, you all call, and I am going to ask you all, apart from Darla, to make charm checks for me. I will say 1 success each, except for you, Chloe, because you are doing this on behalf of Jane as well. You need 2.
Oh. That's awesome. Okay. I'm so excited to use both my blessers and then have none. How much were they? $5? Okay, just wondering. It's just okay.
Yeah. Blesses are $5. We could use
Okay,
So-
everyone help me sneak out.
Eli, you call, and you hear the landline on the other end drop a little bit off the wall and bounce against as you just hear, hello?
Hi, Quinn. Is
Hey, Eli?
hi. Are you okay? Is everything good at home?
Yeah, we're just having, chicken. Are you, coming home soon? We can leave some in the microwave.
So I think I'm gonna stay over at a friend's house tonight. I just wanted to make sure Mom's home and y'all are cozy and everything's good. But if Mom doesn't mind, I'll definitely eat the leftovers tomorrow for breakfast.
Is it like a girlfriend?
Quinn. No, it's a group of friends. We're hanging out. It's Quinn, stop.
They're all girls.
And you just hear, Quinn, who is it? It's Eli. He's staying at the girl's house. And you just hear, give the landline over here. And hello, Eli.
Hi, Mom.
Hi.
Quinn's just being funny. Is it okay if I stay with some friends tonight? It's friends from school, and we're working on a project kind of late, and We're just kind of like
Don't
hanging
tell her
out
it's me.
in like a tree house. Is that okay? Or do you need me home tonight?
No, it's okay. It's okay. Quinn and I are okay. Just I will ask if there are any more blackouts tonight. Just stay safe, okay?
Yeah, and no, there's no drinking, there's no nothing. I can tell you that 100%. We are literally just hanging out.
Okay, and what is the name of your friend's parent, so I can just give them a call?
Do I hear this? Or do you like cover the thing and ask?
I just freeze and I just kind of look at.
Because Jackie
You
would
can
give
just
her
say
mom.
Scotty.
What was that?
You can just say Scotty. Nobody's gonna know who that is.
Okay, yeah, it's Darla's house and her dad's name's Scotty, but he's asleep right now. But
You're staying at Darla Oaks?
yes, a group of us are. It's a few of us, and it's like a treehouse out back. We're just like having like a old school camp out type night, you know?
That sounds really nice, Eli.
Okay, thank you for not. Quinn screaming about girlfriend, and I'm thank you for not making it weird. It's just I don't get to
It's okay.
hang out with
No,
friends
no.
a lot.
Well, say hello to Darla from me, and have a good night, okay?
Hello
Thank
from
you.
the supernatural event.
Oh God, let me get off the phone first.
Oh,
please.
sorry.
Let my
Great,
family
now I
be
get to
here.
have my
One of
phone
us, like,
call.
potato.
Okay, bye. I just throw the phone.
So,
You would call my mom.
as Jackie, you call your mum and reassure her that you'll be home.
Yeah.
Chloe and Darla, as you wait, Darla, you stood outside and your friends gathered inside the window. You look round the side of the house and you see an animal limping around the corner. As Linda, Mr. Jenkins' German Shepherd, just limps round the corner, fur matted with blood.
Whoa,
Oh my God, do you
Linda, come
Is
here.
that your dog?
And she's gonna run over to her. And
Wait,
hopefully
climbing
Linda
out the
likes me
window
now.
for this?
I don't know.
And the dog
where's the
just
blood
sort of
coming from? Over her wound?
you can see that there is just a cut on the side. Not deep.
Darla, where are you going?
Not deep.
Where's Jenkins? Where's your owner?
And Linda just lies down in the grass.
Chloe, do you speak dog?
What? Is this your dog? Chloe's like clambering out of the window thing.
Oh.
Is this your dog?
Sorry, I forgot that you weren't with us. No, this is the dog of Mr. Jenkins, who was vicious toward us, but I guess now is nice toward us. I don't know. But Mr. Jenkins is not with her, and usually they're not far apart.
Oh, I mean, I don't speak dog, but I'm pretty good with animals, kind of. So I could try and...
Okay, and she stands up and just kind of steps away. She's all yours.
Okay. Do you have anything that, like, Mr. Jenkins, like, when you were, like, tussling with him, did you have anything of his or anything that the dog could, like, smell?
I mean, I have she's digging in her pocket and pulls out her switchblade. I have this that he held, so I guess maybe.
Maybe that might work. Can I hold it really fast? I won't open it or anything. It's just like maybe if she can.
She
smell
hesitates
her
for a
own
second and
odor.
like kind of pulls it back, and then looks at your face again where she punched it. Yeah, here you go.
She like takes it. She handles it like way too casually for considering the fact that it's like a closed blade.
Careful,
She's
at
just,
least
like, holding
keep
it
the
like
blade
a
out like
temple
that.
That's okay. No, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna like bolt it all in so it's like not gonna like.
Your funeral.
Okay. I'm just holding the switchblade in my hand, like crouched near the dog. Hey girl. Let the dog sniff my hand.
And there is a very soft, as it just licks your fingers.
Okay, I'm just gonna put this. Wait, no. I'm just gonna keep my hand here, and then I just put the switchblade in my pocket, like hanging out for like a second. I'm just gonna check out how your blood's doing over here. Is that okay? That's okay. Hey.
I would get away. I would get away.
No, it's okay. Hey, I'm gonna take the switchblade out of my pocket and put it a little bit closer to the dog's nose and kind of do a check of some kind to not get my arm bit off.
I will say, make a charm check for me, please.
Okay.
And if that fails, can I do a body check to grab her arm away?
No, I want to
before
get
the dog
injured again.
bites?
It's fun. Let me get injured again. I'm having a good time.
Not Chloe
got-
doing the same thing Jane did when we first met this dog.
We're besties. Okay, I
the
got one
dog-
success, but can I add a bless to my 5 to make it 2 successes?
You can, and as it flinches away from you, the dog looks and slowly allows your hand to reach out. And looking at the cut, you can see that it is likely from a kick of some kind. It looks distinctly foot-sized in width.
Does it look like deep or just like?
No, just
Okay.
no, but you can tell that this is probably not the only place the dog has been hurt. It is limping quite badly.
Wait, Linda. And Darla gets back down. And not too close to the dog, but close enough. Was Mr. Jenkins near a black van? I don't know if you speak this language.
Upon hearing Jenkins, just the ears just crop up a bit and
Jenkins, yes. Is he hurt?
just starts licking its paw.
I think maybe if
Do you
we
think
like
that's a
let it
yes?
sniff the switchblade, it can like take a. Okay, theory.
I mean,
Thought. If it like freaks out over the switchblade, that means that Jenkins is like missing. But maybe if she tries to take us somewhere because of the scent off the switchblade, then she can take us to where Jenkins is.
sure. Go tell them to hurry up.
Oh.
And can I have my blade back, please?
Yeah, sure. Linda, this is my friend Darla, and this is me giving Darla her switchblade back, and this is me taking my hand away from you, and I'm just walking away.
And as this is happening, Jackie, you are just finishing up on the phone. Your mum goes, "All right, well, you just look after yourself, okay?
I'll see you tomorrow, Mom.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Love you.
Love you." And Chloe just appears at the window.
You got, I need to call my parents, but Darla wants you guys to hurry up, but you're done, so just go see her, I guess. There's a Jenkins thing. You guys know all about that.
What?
Apparently. There's, yeah.
You would turn
And
and see
Darla.
Darla kind of now laying her hands on the dog, trying to look for the injured spots.
You see the injured spots, and you also see that as the dog is sniffing the knife, and Jackie, you have seen dogs before. This dog, you have.
Seen
but
dogs?
you've seen,
No one
you've
else has
seen
seen
this
dogs,
strange
ever.
mythical. But I would
is
say
this
from your experience, especially around Paradise Lost Trailer Park, you have seen dogs lose their owners before. This is the behavior of a dog that is very, very lost.
Like lose their owners in a physical sense, or like the owner died.
No, in a physical sense.
Okay. Jackie just crawls out of the window.
Funeral director. I know.
Jackie crawls out of the window and
it's
it's just like, Jenkins has passed.
He's not with us anymore.
He's grieving. Okay. I don't know what I'd do with this information. Because the last time I saw this dog, it was going to attack me in the basement of a gas station.
Yeah.
So I'd probably stand a little far away from where Darla is, like, touching the dog. And just be kind of like, did it wander up here? Or where's
Yeah, just
Jenkins? Like,
heard
I
it
mean,
limping. I don't know.
obviously Jenkins isn't here. Why did it come find us?
I feel like whatever happened to Jenkins happened close by. I live near the forest, like you can see the trees behind my backyard. And then you can see the loop through there, so I don't know.
Well, if something happened to Jenkins. Everything just comes back to this Logan oil thing.
Yeah. And the coordinates that you had showcase that too.
So I failed my charm check, just if you're curious. I only
So-
got one.
I'll say with that, alright, sweetie, is Jane with you as well?
She's not with me right now. Like, she's not like in the room here.
Hey, okay, but she's staying over with you as well, okay?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah?
She is. Yeah. I'm gonna go find
Oh.
her, and then we're gonna hang out.
Okay, good. Well, tell you what, I'll maybe not me, but your mom will give you a call in around an hour on this number, and she can check in with Jane. How's that?
Why would my mom want to talk to Jane?
Charlotte, Chloe. Charlotte wants to talk with Jane.
Okay. Yeah, sure, no worries. I will, we can definitely do that. This is in, like, Darla's room, so if we don't get to it really fast, that's just all that it is. It's because this is in Darla's room, and sometimes we hang out outdoors.
All right, not a problem. Well, we'll give a call in a little bit. Okay, bye, sweetie. Have
I
fun.
love you.
Bye. And the phone goes dead. So, what are you doing with the evening for expediency's sake?
Darla, would it run up your phone bill if I called my dad back and asked him to put the there's like this little cream treat thing they do for dessert, and I just realized I should probably ask him to put it in the fridge. Is that okay?
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, cool. Sorry, that's just expensive. I just like pick up the phone really fast, and like when I get through my dad, I'm like, "Can you put the cream caramel that I was gonna have in the fridge, please? And don't. Oh, sorry. Could you put the cream caramel in the fridge, please? And don't let Abuelito get it. Thank you."
Of course, I'll keep Abuelito away from it. Okay, bye, sweetie.
I don't know about y'all,
Lynn-
but I don't know if it's smart to go adventuring this late.
Well,
Not if somewhere around here there are people hitting, like, the dog. Like, if they'll hit a dog, they'll hit a kid.
Linda can stay with us. We can... Eli can help put us in their treehouse.
Yeah.
And that way we can at least take care of her for a little bit before we run off. She can't keep up with us.
Okay. So how about this? We'll camp out here. We'll get just get some rest, and maybe tomorrow we'll try to figure out. We'll try to get a hold of Jane again, because y'all are telling me everything's fine. So maybe in the morning we'll be able to hear from Jane. Everything will be good. This
Yeah,
dog
she'll
that
probably
tried
be at
to
school.
attack us is now our friend, and everything is fine in the world. And okay.
as you say this, Chloe's like rolling a tennis ball, just like back and forth in front of the dog, like crouched, just hanging out with it.
and then when it's daylight, it'll be less dangerous, and we can figure things out.
Yeah, that works for me.
Okay, camp out.
So, you all head to sleep in the treehouse. guiding Linda the dog up there to sleep soundly. And she is restless for a little bit, but as she sits there, you see from your backpack Jackie, Bug just jump out and slowly walk over to this dog. And after a few initial Bug just good, and just nuzzles down next to it a little way off. As the dog eventually just brings its head down, looking at this strange moving creature in front of it, but falls asleep.
Also, I want to say Darla has first aid kits in her treehouse. She would have helped, like, wrap up whatever she could for Linda.
Lovely. So, for expediency's sake, we are going to speed through Thursday. What is everyone looking to do over the course of the day as you wake? Bear in mind, it is also a school day.
Go to Artie. Bye, suckers.
So you all wake in the treehouse with Darla having left already. And Darla, you check in on Artie at the hospital, and he's doing okay. The doctors want to keep him there for at least another day. And by this stage, his parents have been notified. It's been a number of days. And they are there, and they see you, and they check in on you. Make sure you're all right. Can you make a charm check for me, please? You need 1 success.
One success.
You're able to assuage them that everything is fine. The rest of you, are you doing anything with your day at all, either before school or during it or after?
Jackie's gonna skip school.
Oh man, that's Chloe was
Whoa.
gonna invite Jackie to hang out. Again with Chloe just being ghosted.
Damn.
Let's all skip school together.
Yeah, Chloe, you could come over.
I think I much prefer that Chloe had no idea you were gonna skip and was just hanging out. Like, can't wait to ask Jackie to go hang out and play tennis at lunch. I'm so excited. And then it's lunch, and then she can't find Jackie anywhere.
Jackie's nowhere.
Chloe, you're just outside as hordes of people move around you at school, and you're just looking out for the familiar fuzz-headed individual that you're slowly gaining a bond with. No sign.
She's short. I might be just like missing. She's probably over that way, maybe. Could ask Janice. I don't know.
And Jackie, what are you doing with your day of skipping school?
I mean, I'm skipping school to hang out with my mom.
Fair enough.
I want to take the tape and make a couple copies, and I want to show my mom the tape. I'm very open with my parents.
She sits down and listens to it with you, and as she does so, and as it comes to an end, she's like, I mean, it's something, I guess. What do you want to do with this, Jackie?
Our friend Jane is missing, and Dad's in jail. And I don't rightly want to talk to any of the police officers since they're the ones that put him there without doing their due diligence. So I think if we give this to them, they're not going to do their due diligence, and we just have to fight fire with fire here. And if I can figure out where they're hiding Jane, if they are, I'm going to use this to get Dad and Jane out of any of this trouble. But not without making a copy first.
There's my kid. And she just brings you in for a hug as you continue making copies of the tape. And Bug stands at the end of the desk like...
And after they make copies, she's going to ask her mom if they have like an extra tape recorder somewhere around
Yeah, absolutely. Like, she's able to supply you with one of those. And she lets you know that if you require anything, you or your friends, to let her know. And Eli, what are you doing with your day off?
Eli probably can't really think of anything else. The intrusive thoughts of something might have happened to Jane is still just looming over, just because he can't help but blame himself, because he just got caught up in the silly games. In his mind, what is silly games and not like watching out for friends. So would I have football practice today?
You would. Once again, it supersedes all lessons.
Okay, so I'm going to be giving it my all out there, like way more than I normally would, just because I feel helpless and there's nothing else within my capacity. So I'm just bulldozing people like all day through practice before trying to get through it so we can meet back up.
You notice over the course of the day, Bradley is distracted, as is John. John, as he leads, still seems off his game, and Coach Gleason pulls you aside at one point and is like, Eli, our boys seem a little, off.
Yeah, sir, I noticed that too. It's probably just the pressure. The game's coming up. It's, we've been at this all day, every day, nonstop. Honestly, we all might be a little overworked. To be candid, this consuming all strategy might not be the best idea for us, sir, respectively.
He looks at you, and once again, his nickname of the Bull has never seemed more apt as his nostrils begin to flare. I need you to make a charm check. You need 2 successes.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I'm using both blessings. I'm going in. I'll have 2. Let's do this.
He looks at you, and staring you up and down, as in the distance, you hear the lunchtime bell ring. He just... Maybe you're right, Sparrow. Alright, team! Adi brings everyone in. That's it for today. Big game tomorrow. More, understanding minds have convinced me that perhaps some rest would be in order. So, rest up. Ice, water, food. Be ready for tomorrow. Okay, good hustle. And he leads you all away as you see John just... Okay, and move off. Who has the walkie-talkie?
I think that
Jackie,
would
Eli.
be...
Oh,
Oh,
is it
yeah,
Eli?
Eli
No,
has
Eli,
been
you
holding
gave it
on
to
it.
Darla,
Yeah.
and Darla had it in her treehouse.
I feel like I would have kept it with me, though.
But,
Yeah,
like,
I think
Eli-
I would've taken it.
Eli was like talking on it every couple of minutes.
So
Okay.
I
So I
feel
feel
like
like Eli would have it.
when we left, I
Yeah.
probably would have put it in my backpack. Yeah, because I would throughout the day still be checking on it. That Eli's like consumed by this right now.
Okay. In that case, I will say, Eli,
Yeah.
as you make your way away from school to meet with the others wherever that may be, I will assume that
Probably the
you've all
treehouse.
organized somewhere. Yeah.
That's where stuff is.
As you're walking, you hear static come from your walkie-talkie.
Jane, hey, small Jane or Rich Jane? What? I don't know the nicknames anymore. Are you there? Over.
And you hear muffled, familiar voice shouting in the background before another voice comes over the radio. the familiar sound of Robert Logan's head of security. How are we feeling about the big game, big guy?
Who is this?
I'm somewhat hurt you don't recognize the voice. I believe you have something we want.
You better not harm any hair on my friend's head or I will find you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what's going on. You try to size me up. You tried to... What do you want?
I want to offer you a trade. Are you with your friends now?
Yes.
Lovely. I'm gonna give you kids an address. After your game tomorrow, I want you to go to that address. You will bring us the robot, and we will give you your friend. If you don't give us what we want, if you try to tell anyone, if you inform the cops, we will know. And we will hurt your friend. Do you understand, big guy?
Yes, I understand, and I'll tell you right now. I'm not gonna need the cops to deal with you, little man.
Then grab a pen and paper. And that is where we're going to take our break.
Oh, I'm out for blood. Let's go.
Darla's wondering if Eli's single?
Oh, baby, we're
We
all
can take
wondering
people
that.
out together. Whew.
Oh, Big Brother Attack Dog is coming
baby.
out.
So, the rest of the school day. Is there anything that anyone else is doing while Eli makes his way to meet everyone at the tree house? Is there anyone that anything...
School day.
The school day. Is there
For
anything
you.
else that anyone has been doing, or any investigations that anyone has been undergoing, or...
I will say that
Don't
Darla would have
investigating.
filled in Artie, so if he had anything to say.
He sort of looks at you as his parents go out to grab some additional drink for him, and he just goes, "So, what, Mr. Jenkins is, like, a good guy now?"
I wouldn't exactly say the good guy, but I don't think he's against us.
Okay. And his dog just showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah, she's at my house, actually.
Okay.
Well, not in my house. Don't worry.
And he sort of pushes himself up and
Are
well,
you okay? And she kind of gets up to initially help, but then stops.
yeah, no, I'm okay. Just I should be out tomorrow, so if you or anyone
That's
else needs, but I guess what I mean is if you need anything, I can help, or
Probably just your incredible tech skills, because we only have Jackie, and Jackie is doing great. However, I think it'd be nice to have two.
Okay. I can maybe say that if you need me after school, I can maybe say I'm staying for the big game. Maybe. I don't know if they'll buy that. I've never been interested in football before, but I don't know.
I mean, you can just say, do you want to hang out with, or wait for me, because I have in-school suspension after school. There you go.
Yeah. That's a
Use it.
very believable story.
Yes. Well, I mean, to be fair, the only thing that's not believable is me attending.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, so I'm gonna get back to them because I'm pretty sure the school day is ended. But
Okay.
you rest, and I'll see you. If not tonight, then tomorrow.
Okay. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. And as she's walking
I'm-
out, she'll be like, "I punched Chloe, by the way." Shut the door.
Oh. Okay. Oh, okay. And Chloe, are you doing anything with the rest of your day at all?
This is the day after. This is the same day that I got ghosted, but not ghosted because we didn't make a plan with Jackie.
Absolutely, yes, yeah.
Okay, cool. I think that Chloe would be in the library looking up anything about like robots and mechanics. And I don't think that I think she's like reading like my first Arduino, like that sort of thing. Like she's looking up like really baby style, like kids books.
As you do, you see off in the corner of the library, Danny just sitting there and piles of books in front of her. And she looks over you and gives a bit of a wave and sort of coming over and seeing what you're reading. Interested in robots?
Oh, hi, Agent 4.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, kind of. I just, I realized that I've never really looked into it that much, and just sort of like, they're like a big deal, right?
Well, yeah, they kind of revolutionized travel and like magnetrine technology especially. And she sits down next to you, and this is 100% her jam, as she just puts books down and sort of goes, yeah, so it was sort of around this time that magnetrine technology was invented, which kind of revolutionized the way that we transport stuff.
Sorry, could you explain the magnetrine thing like I'm 5?
Okay, so it's basically it's essentially clean energy. But well, it was a means to finding clean energy. Basically, the way that it works is magnetrine technology is basically these big metal plates underneath these giant transport ships that allow us to transport things between continents. And basically, from that, we realized we didn't need fossil fuels, and it sort of all spiraled out from there. And
so the big magnets.
I mean. Yeah, kind of. I mean, Jackie would probably be able to explain a little better than me, but yeah, I mean, basically. But yeah, from there, robots, we were sort of able to sort of expand upon the technology and make it a little more compact, and and then we did away with oil, gas, all that kind of stuff, and now everything's, all electric now.
So does anything take like oil anymore? Like nothing's built to take oil anymore, right? Like even if we had oil suddenly, we wouldn't like have anything to put it in.
Oh yeah, I mean, there are a couple of states further inland, that aren't directly near the loop itself. That a couple of hangers-on, but most of the big business. I mean, like Logan Oil, that folded like 20 years ago. Most of the staff got laid off. Most of the people who are in the trailer park at the moment are all ex-employees who just got laid off, severed,
and that was probably by like, not like John's dad, right? Probably like his dad's dad, maybe? Or like...
I don't know. I mean, all I know is that the family lobbied against the Senate's decision to close down sort of the businesses along because, there was this kind of general feeling that we should be moving away from that kind of stuff. And so, yeah, they lobbied against it, but eventually they got, I guess, a real big payout. But yeah, no, I think it was both of them kind of spearheading that. Why are you so interested in robots all of a sudden? Is it all the stuff that's happening with your friends, all the agent stuff?
I'm writing a story. It's a version of The Great Gatsby, except there's like a killer robot in it. As I was thinking that could be like a big spin on like the English final. So I thought that would be really cool, where it's like, but it's a killer robot, but like it's subtle. You know what I mean? Like, cause like Great Gatsby stuff is like subtle. So instead of like Gatsby dying in the pool, probably he dies because like the robot goes wrong or something. So I was just trying to figure out if like killer robots are like a thing or not. But it sounds like it's for all like business. But like, isn't business the real killer in The Great Gatsby? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess so. And with that, she just sort of pores over the books and starts to talk you through the origins of robotics and magnetrine technology, as we speed ahead to all of you meeting back in the treehouse. Eli still clutching the walkie-talkie. All of you just moving, trickling in one by one. I would say, Darla, you probably get there first.
Yeah, do I notice Eli looking not happy?
I would say Eli's not one to hide his feelings.
No. Alright, as everybody gets there, then, what's wrong with you?
We can talk about it when everyone's here because I'm gonna explode, and I need everyone here to keep me level-headed.
Spit it out.
And we're all here, like all in the treehouse.
I'm in the treehouse. I teleport out.
Okay, so I did mess up, but I'm gonna fix this, and I know you all are gonna tell me not to blame myself. But look, and I hand over the address. On my way home, or here, wherever we are, I don't even know anymore. I got a call on the walkie-talkie. I heard Jane. I think it was Jane, muffled in the background. I know Jane. It was Jane. And then I heard the lackey, the musclehead Madsen. It was him, and I know his voice, and I know that man, and he has Jane. He has Jane, and he told us to meet us here.
Who is he? I don't think any of us have met Madsen, right? It's only Eli?
No, I don't think anyone has, but I'm just spiraling. Okay, Madsen is okay, the black vans. You remember the black vans? JT45LO, the license plate, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. Madsen is the head of security for Logan. I know because he tried to intimidate my sister, then tried to intimidate me. I caught him driving the vans. I caught him outside the hospital after Artie was shot, and I know he was there. And he has Jane. He has Jane, and he wants.
Did you hear
the tape,
Jane
and
say something?
I heard her in the
or just
background.
muffles?
It was definitely Jane. I know Jane, and it was Jane in the background, and it sounded like. She was muffled, maybe tied up or something, but she was taken, and I.
But what did he say? What did he tell you?
Let me slow down. Yes, he wants us to give over Bug, the robot, in exchange for Jane, and he just wants to set it up, and he says no cops and don't tell anybody, or else he's gonna hurt Jane, and I can't let that happen. And
Go to
so
the
this
cops,
is the address.
Then. This isn't something for us.
We can't.
If we
Why?
go to the cops, they'll hurt Jane. That's what he said.
How are they gonna
Because
know?
if Jane gets hurt, I will never forgive myself. He has, okay, we're not dealing with just some dude. These are government guys who are obviously know everything about us. He was telling me information about myself. They have eyes on us.
Yeah.
We
and also,
can't-
we haven't gone to the cops about anything yet. Why is it suddenly when, Jane's in, actual danger, suddenly we're let's go to the cops now?
Sorry,
Because
I've
we haven't
actually
done
recommended
anything
it
else.
a few times, but
We're
Yeah,
not.
but we
Try
haven't
me
done
again.
it, is what I'm saying.
The thing is, it's too late, and I feel responsible for this. I know you're going to tell me not to, but I was with Jane. She's taken, and now they're threatening to harm her. And if I get my hands on Madsen, it's not going to go well. I can't let Jane get hurt.
Right.
when are they saying this has to
know.
happen?
Tomorrow. Tomorrow evening. Here's the date. Here's the time. Here's the address. I don't know where this place is.
Do
All I
any of us
know is they
recognize the
want.
address?
So make an investigate check or comprehend, whichever you would rather. You just need one success, I would say. It's a small town.
Did they say that
2 success.
they in the exchange, because I forgot to write it down, they said exchange for Jane, and was there anything else in tandem to that?
The
Or is-
robot, I thought it was
It's just robot
yeah,
for
it's just
Jane.
one for
yeah,
one.
robot for Jane. Yeah.
Robot for Jane. Yeah.
Okay.
You recognize the address, Darla. It is near the docks, near the pier. Basically, it is near the coast.
Oh, that's... Wait, is that near... And she's gonna pull out the map that Jackie and her found the night before. Is it near this? And would she be able to tell?
Yeah, you would be able to tell it's around a 15-minute drive from the town square in the center of Eden Falls.
Gotcha. Well, they only need the
Well-
robot, right? But not the cassette that's in it. The recording.
Yeah, but we're not going to give them Bug, obviously.
I'm only hinting at it so that we can then utilize that to get Bug back. Who knows? Just throwing out ideas here because nobody else is.
He didn't mention anything about. They're not aware of the recording, as far as I know. He didn't say anything about it. He just wanted Jane for Robot, Robot for Jane, and if we don't, Jane gets hurt, and if we tell anyone, Jane gets hurt.
Okay, if that's what he says, that doesn't mean it's necessarily true. Like, none of it, though. Like, if we give them Bug, that doesn't actually mean that we get Jane back. We can't control, like, what they're gonna do, right? Because they're bad people, so we could just give them Bug, and then they would still hurt Jane. So I don't think that we should... Okay, my suggestion, at least, is that I don't think... Whatever we do, I don't think it should have to do with going along with what he's saying. I think it should be about saving Jane, which obviously he's making it sound like to save Jane we have to go along with what he says. But I don't think we should do that, because that's handing the power to him again.
So what do we do? We have to show up.
I think that we're gonna have to do the trade.
Why do you think that, Jackie?
We know that Bug is.
But we don't do it on his terms.
What are you planning?
I mean, we see it in movies all the time. Like, all right, hand over our friend. We'll give you what you want. And also, if we don't call our contact in an hour, the police will be here. They know the location. So they will give Jane back because they won't want to escalate it further.
So we hope they don't call our bluff.
It doesn't sound like
They're not going to call her bluff because I'm going to give my mom the location. And she's already pretty pissed about my dad. So if I don't call her after an hour and something's happening to me, you can bet your butt that those robots are going to attack, and it's not going to be because of that freaking box.
But if they know things about us... Okay, no offense, like, your mom sounds awesome and the robot sounds really cool, obviously. But, like, if we presume they know a bunch of stuff about us, won't they, like, not take that seriously? Because even if they knew it was your mom... Like, if you, Jackie, have a contact, right? They're probably like, well, we've dealt with one of Jackie's people before because they put your dad away. So what if they don't get, like, scared by that? Even though they should be, totally.
So we bring up the recording. We say if you don't give us Jane and in an hour we're not back where we need to be, the person that I know has this recording that we took from when you guys talked in your office, and that could get released to the media.
And we play them a duplicate. Like, we duplicate it before then we play a duplicate to them while we're there. Right?
Well, we don't let them know it's a duplicate, but...
Yeah.
I'd like to negotiate to get my dad out with this tape as well.
Question. Can I ask Bug something?
Are you asking me or are you asking Ed?
No, I'm asking you, Jackie.
Oh. Are you asking God or are you asking me?
Can I ask Bug a question?
She's on her knees.
Yes, I
Bug steps forward, golden halo emanating from either side of his binoculars.
Looks like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yes, my child.
Sorry, did Jackie give her an answer?
Yeah, she said thank you for asking.
Yeah, I don't want you yelling at me again. Hey, Bug. And she gets down to Bug's level. Have you ever been interactive with your last owners? Do they know you can move and talk?
Oh, yeah!
He, obviously, yes.
Do Do you
I don't
think
know if
that
I can
like
continue.
I'll try. Darla, are you saying that like maybe they don't know Bug well enough to tell him apart from some other less cool robot?
I am trying to say, Jackie, you were making something last night that looks like Bug. If you make it, doesn't have to be to
Yeah,
scale,
that's been my
but to
plan all
size,
along.
where at least the box fits in.
That's
then
been my
that'll-
plan all along, Darla. If
Okay, I didn't
they
know that.
come
You
to
didn't share
take
that.
Bug, that's gonna be what I use. Yes, but it's
Why didn't you say
also
that then?
it's you. If they know Bug, they're gonna look at that, and if they look close at it, even for a second, they're gonna know it's not Bug because you can't recreate Bug. You can't. Even if I spent years on it, I don't think I could. Even with anything I have.
Yeah,
And
I'm not
it
asking
would
you to
be
recreate
extremely
him.
dangerous to do that. That's all I'm saying.
You're
Does
cool.
Bug,
I'm very confused right now.
does Bug have any sort of like sleep setting? Like where Bug goes to sleep and looks like less complex for a bit, maybe? We could say like Bug is in sleep setting and we give
Looks
it
up at you and then just crouches down and just
No.
sort of like folds into a little box and just.
we could just give him like the box and then be like, once we have Jane, we'll turn off the sleep setting, and then we don't, but then they might not fall for that. I don't know. How are you feeling, Eli? You're kind of quiet.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we're talking in circles, and we need to have. We have to figure this out very soon. I know that I'm gonna have to be face to face with Madsen when we do this. I know that I know who he is, what he looks like, and everything about him from the interactions we've had, and I think if it comes down to it, we shouldn't give Bug over because we know what Bug is capable of, but we need Jane, and all we need is just a little bit of time to get Jane away from there as soon as the trade happens.
Well, what if you don't have to be face to face with him? What if, like, okay, so football again, right? If you see the opposite team, like, setting up a play, what do? You interrupt it, right? Like, you get ahead of it.
That's
So what
where
if-
I'm going with it. So I think if we could, Jackie, this will depend on you. If we can make a decoy in sleep mode and just say, you know, if his battery has been drained or however that works, I can try my best to distract him enough for y'all to get away. And then I
the
can
game-
outrun him.
Is the game today, Ed? Is it
So
tonight?
the game is tomorrow, and looking at the paper where Eli has written the details about the time and the place of this meeting, it is happening after the game.
Okay.
Good.
I don't think we should go to the meeting at all. I think we should do something before the meeting.
What do you mean?
Well, I probably explained it poorly. I'm sorry. I
Wait,
don't think you're
meeting
stupid or
are we talking
anything, but with
Are
the
we talking about the meeting that is happening about the oil with the mayor? Or are we talking about the meeting to get Jane? Because there's
I
a
don't-
bunch of meetings.
sorry, the trade. She's
trade,
saying like
yeah.
something we should go to the trade. 'Cause,
No,
like,
but I'm
that's what
asking Ed what meeting is after the game.
So, in terms of timeline,
Yes.
we have the game, Eli's football game.
Yes.
At the same time as this, Robert Logan is going to be meeting with the mayor. Afterwards, Matson has organised for this exchange
Gotcha.
of Bug and Jane.
Okay.
Like, I just don't think we should go at all. Because I mean, I know that you want to have like a big showdown with Madsen and stuff, but Jane is my sister, and her whole thing is she doesn't want people telling her what to do. And I think she would hate it if we actually rocked up to the trade without having done anything before, like at least, you know, like some sort of subterfuge or something. I don't know. You guys are really good at that, I think. It seems like you've been doing a lot of it. I would rather do that than just like.
But where
Wait
would we
until the
subterfuge, Chloe? Like, what option do we have? We don't know where they're keeping Jane.
Well, we know where to like think about where they might be keeping Jane,
we do know where
right?
they're
Like if
keeping
you were
Jane.
Madsen, where would you? We do?
Yes, they gave us the address. It's by the docks.
No, but that's the address for when we're doing the trade. They're not gonna keep it there. Like, they're not gonna keep Jane there the whole time.
What are the roads like around there, Darla? Like by the docks? Could
I
you
was about
like?
to ask Ed, would Darla know if there's like any building facilities that, I don't know, maybe she could guess?
So you would know that that area, being near the coastline, is actually quite open. There are warehouses nearby, but for the most part, it is fairly open.
What are the
So
roads
nothing.
like? Like, what's the driving ability like? Could you drive
So
around everywhere?
Oh yeah, no, so there's absolutely a coastal road that goes along. But for your question, Darla, in terms of buildings around, there are piers nearby, and you would know that there's sort of like an amusement park kind of thing, like slightly further south. So there's like Ferris wheels and things like that that are
Santa
permanent
Monica.
fixtures.
Gotcha.
Oh, Brighton.
Basically, yeah.
Well, we do have Linda's still up there with them, right? Yes?
She is, yeah.
Yeah.
She is, yeah.
And I could only assume that Jenkins was taken by them. If Linda would like to help us.
Because yeah, they can't be keeping her far away from the meeting spot. You're right, because obviously someone would see them doing the transfer.
But they have the black van. Like, they could keep her wherever they want.
Yes, that's why I'm trying to ask if Linda can help us maybe sniff out Jane. You have something of hers, right, Chloe?
I think. Well,
not on you, at your
What do you
house.
mean? Oh, I do have something of hers on me, so I just if you want to, I can. Get
Can I
that.
try to roll to charm my friends?
Yeah, who are you targeting?
What are you trying to charm us for?
All of them, because I think Jackie would be really against doing something this risky when her dad and Jane are on the line.
Okay, wait.
and
Can I
Bug.
roll against
Yeah, that's
you?
why
Because I think
she's just-
Chloe is trying to push everyone to do the risky thing.
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
Like, meeting
And
before the
Darla's just trying to have them
meeting.
sniff it out so we can find a location, not go in there.
Jackie's whole thing is like, I just don't want to go in blind somewhere, and I can't risk taking Bug. I can't risk
That's why we
separating
use
from Bug.
Linda. To at least smell it out so we can get the right location before
We don't
we
even
do
know
anything
if Linda
else.
can track like that. You have to train dogs for that. And
don't
it's
know
just, it
unless we
feels like
try.
too much of a risk. They've already, like,
Okay.
I can't keep putting my dad at risk like this. What did you,
What did I
I
roll?
have-
Are we doing rolls? Oh, is that your roll?
yeah.
Yeah, are you doing
Okay.
do we do another roll against?
I got 3
Yes.
successes for
So-
team.
Did we charm
Pure
I'm-
subterfuge.
I'm also cursed, so I
Oh.
can't even.
Oh.
So,
No,
Jackie, you shrink in the face of your friends as just the pressure and the anxiety of it all just becomes a little bit too much for you, Jackie.
Can I say that? So obviously, Darla and Eli are separate from Chloe, but I was rolling against Jackie as the general, like, team, get to the meet before the meet kind of thing. So I think Chloe would notice this folding of Jackie. Actually, I realized, I think I'll just do my own, like, little thing with John. Like, I'll just, like, try and hang out with John a bit and, like, get info there. We actually don't need to, like, go as, like, a group anywhere, I don't think. So, I'm with Jackie on the whole, like, not taking Bug anywhere risky thing.
Yes, same. I have never suggested. I'm just suggesting a dog to help us smell it out. That is it.
Well, I just think that Jackie would take...
They took took Harley.
It took Chloe from us.
Okay, so
Oh, no.
for expediency's sake, what?
I think the 3 success versus a curse 0. I think Jackie might go home
Okay.
Oh,
and just like
I tried to be nice.
no, but that's like a really hard win against her. And so she doesn't want to push back, and she just can't risk Bug even like in this situation, so she might just go home and like she's gonna try to prep as best she can for the meeting, because that's the only thing that she can see moving forward is the standoff with Bug to get her dad and Jane back.
Okay, so Jackie, you're headed off on your own until the following day. So as Jackie shrinks away from the treehouse, the other 3 of you, now more splintered than ever with Jane gone and Jackie disappearing, the other 3 of you, what are you doing before the day comes to an end and the day of the big game, the meeting and the trade-off comes?
Eli wasn't really listening to anybody's plan. Knowing that this has to come to a head, we have to show up, and I have been the contact with Madsen. I'm just trying to prepare myself as much as possible, loading up, anything. I'm bringing that broken shotgun back, strapping it to my backpack, just in case I have to fight this dude, because he has no idea what's going on. And I don't want to lead and make any decisions here. I just know that we have to be at this time or this place at that time tomorrow. So it's more of like I guess I'm also shrinking back and just trying to figure out how the hell this is going to happen.
Okay. And Darla and Chloe. Yep.
I was going to say Chloe's not shrinking back. Chloe is like narrowing in. I think that Chloe would probably also head home and be looking at her little books she got from the library about robot stuff. Just like cycling things, or like with like those little like plastic layover things that you like write on, so you're not like actually writing on the book. Circling things to ask Jackie about, and then also planning to hang out with John at some point before the meeting. To do recon source. And,
okay.
Yeah.
So I will say the John stuff will happen tomorrow.
Okay.
And Darla, is there anything that you are doing before the end of the day?
No, she'd probably just be taking care of Linda.
Linda is receptive and sort of looks up at you and just sort of tilts her head a little bit and...
I don't usually take care of dogs, so I'm sorry if this is wrong.
And just sort of leans forward and nudges you with a wet nose. And
She would be bringing her like a bowl of water, and like as it sloshes everywhere, and probably go next door where she heard a dog from to ask for something.
Can you make a sneak check for me, please, to see how successful you are?
Okay. One success.
You're able to do so. Mr. Albert does not see you as you enter. You get a bit of kibble and you come back and just give it to a very, very receptive dog. As night falls, all of you going to your respective houses, all of you going to your respective families. And Chloe, what do you do when you return home? As Charlotte and Jeff are there, and Charlotte just looks at you and, oh, hey, did Jane come back with you?
Yeah, she's in the shed actually. I was about to go hang out with her. I just wanted to grab cream caramels for us before I did.
Well, did you have a good time, both of you?
Oh yeah, we did. I'm so sorry that we didn't pick up when you called.
No.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. Chloe, can I just have a word? Just the two of us?
Yeah, sure.
I just wanted to ask, do you think Jane has been pulling away?
From me or from what specifically?
From the family.
Oh. I don't think she's been pulling away from the family. I think she's been trying out something new with a bunch of new friends and knows that she can always come back to family. You know, it's not pulling away, it's just like stepping out for a bit to focus on something else.
Okay. And, how are you feeling, with this whole family dynamic?
Kind of confused, I guess. You're not gonna tell Dad any of this, right?
No, of course not.
Okay. It's just because when my mom and my dad broke up, it was, I mean, obviously it was good for them, right? Because he got to meet you and you're great. But you know, I always thought I was the glue keeping them together, you know, because they didn't really get along that much, but they stayed together, and it felt like it was for me, and I didn't feel bad because I was oh, I'm the glue and I keep them together, and that's cool, yay. But you know, with Jane stepping out, I just feel I don't really know where I go, because all I know is I just help people stay together. And I feel I'm messing that up right now. I feel I'm not good at it, and I feel that's what I'm made for, and I don't know what else to do. I'm kind of projecting right now, but it is, you know, it's showing up in the family a bit too, just for me.
Chloe, did I ever tell you that my parents split as well?
Really? How old were you?
I was around 13. I found it very difficult. I was the eldest, and I very much became a rock for my mom and my siblings, and it can feel hard when you are stretched in so many different directions.
Because rocks don't get to feel things, right?
No.
Yeah.
But Chloe,
No,
I want you to know I know how hard it is to welcome a new parent into your life, and I'm not expecting to fill any kind of gap or anything like that at all, but I do want you to know that I love you very, very much, and I'm here if you're feeling not quite sticky enough, or you know, I am here, and I do want to be here as well. I don't want you or Jane, either of you, to feel like you need to conceal anything, you know? Or pull away, or... Anyway,
Wait, Charlotte? Oh,
yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just had a really quick question, but you can say your thing after. What do you think I'm good at? Or good for?
I think you're very good at bringing people together. You're half the reason why I wanted to marry your father.
Oh, sorry, I'm not around much then.
No, you're living your life. You brought us together. You were bringing Jane into... I mean, you had friends round the other night. She was hanging out with all of you. That is your gift. You bring people together.
How do I keep them together?
Well, sometimes they move apart. It's like elastic, but like elastic, no matter how far they go, they come back, and occasionally they become frayed and looser, and yeah, occasionally they do snap, but that's a part of life as well.
Even if it's like they leave in like an argument or something.
I mean, can you keep a secret?
Yes.
Your dad and I have had so many arguments. So many arguments.
But you guys, like... I feel like you agree on everything, though.
Nope. I did not agree on his slogan for his business. I thought it was silly.
I like it. More decking, because you can never get enough. I think it's right. I think it's evergreen.
Well, we can agree to disagree.
Okay. Well, okay. So what do you do when there's something really important? And if it's okay, so if you and Dad were arguing about like Jane, right? And you thought you should do one thing, but Dad thought that you should do something else. Like, who wins?
It's not about winning. No conversation is about winning. It's about hearing the other person. Knowing and understanding them, I suppose. And compromise. Compromise is a part of every relationship. It's not an inherently dirty word either.
Thanks, Charlotte. I think I'm just too used to being right about everything all the time, so I'm not good at compromise. But now there's two people in the house that are my age, so I gotta compromise and stuff. So, thanks.
It's okay. The freezer is fully stocked. Take anything you want out to the shed and continue doing what you're doing, Chloe.
Thanks, Charlotte. I started working on like a cross-stitch tissue box cover for you, just so you know. I can't show you until it's done because it looks bad right now. But...
No, of course. Take as much time as you need. Thank you, Chloe. Thank you.
Thanks.
And
I'm gonna go to the fridge and take the cream caramels. I'm taking 2.
the following day comes around. And unless there's anything anyone wants to do before school...
I want to do something before school.
Okay, what do you want to do?
I feel like I stewed all night, and I talked to my mom all night about everything I'm feeling, and now I'm rejuvenated, and I'm ready to confront my friends.
So as you all peel into the crowds that are moving in towards Jenkins High, you all see that Jackie is stood out front, dungarees loose, arms crossed, backpack on, tapping their foot, just waiting for all of you.
Hi, Jack attack.
You don't need to be nervous, Eli.
Okay. Yes, I'm so glad. I don't want your wrath. Have at it.
Wait, do I need to be nervous?
No one needs to be nervous. I don't know why I said that.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
what should we be?
Feeling a lot right now, and I just need you to be an active listener while I tell you how I'm feeling. Is Darla here?
No, she'd be going to get Artie out of the hospital. That's all I was like, do I have to be nervous? You sucker.
I would say, just for the sake of narrative, Darla and Artie, they are both stepping out of a car as Artie's parents just lean out and, okay, you look after him, okay?
As always, I got it. Thanks.
Okay. And the car heads off as Artie and Darla are walking in the direction of where you stand, Jackie. Not necessarily noticing you, but definitely walking in your direction.
She would be helping Artie if he needs, like, any help.
Sort of
I can't believe
bit
Artie's
stiff and walking.
I know. I'm just thinking, like, poor Artie.
Now I really can't wait for the wrath of Jackie, and Artie's just like, what the hell happened?
Artie, like, waves at this conglomerate.
Okay.
So, Darla and Jackie. Darlie and... Oh my god! Darla and Artie.
I ship it.
Darlie approach.
Hi. I'm gonna start off by saying I'm very sorry for leaving last night. I was feeling a lot, and I didn't necessarily want to cry in front of my friends. I am very scared, and I'm very nervous about everything that we're going through. Like, I know we all want to be these cool spies that are solving all these problems and kicking ass and teaching these adults that they're not doing things right. But we're 15, and she's gonna like hold up a finger to Eli. No. Don't say anything.
I think
Let me
Chloe's
speak.
16.
Ah,
Sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
you too. Shush. Our friend is missing. My dad is in jail. And we're fighting against people that have money and a lot of resources. And if we fail or we do anything that's too obvious and we try to sniff out where they're hiding Jane, or we try to go behind their back when they're probably expecting it, sure. But I don't want to give them a reason to take another one of us away and to take another friend away when I'm already at risk of losing Bug and having my dad be in jail for longer and not getting Jane back. And I don't want to lose any of y'all, and I just think that we need to go with their plan, but make it our plan.
What do you want to do, Jackie? Because in the end, this affects you, and she looks over at Chloe and Jane's sister. Doesn't really affect me any.
I brainstormed a lot last night with my mom, and she helped me make like a decoy bug that we can give them.
Wait, does your mom know about this?
Oh, my mom knows about everything.
Does she want in?
What?
Does she want in?
No, she's gonna be our guy in the chair.
All right.
You know, the guy in the
Always
chair?
wanted a guy in the chair. Yeah. Yeah. That's awesome.
Cool.
But she helped me, and I made some modifications to the little tiny bug that I was making as like a gift to Bug. And I think it might be pretty believable as long as they're not gonna inspect it.
I mean, I can imagine them not doing that. I feel like they don't really care.
Well, if it's as important as they're making it seem, they might.
If it's Madsen, I can keep his attention. I don't think he's gonna be looking too much at Bug.
I
So,
can do whatever you need me to. Not afraid.
Artie like puts a hand on Darla's shoulder and just nods, and kind of looking between her and the rest of you. So I've clearly missed a lot, but I'm glad you have everything resolved. So from what little Darla's told me, this meeting is happening after the game, right? It is.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, Eli, if you're still planning on playing, what are the rest of us? Because I'm assuming I'm I'm maybe involved, but what are the rest of us and or you doing while that's going on? Do you need us scouting out the area in advance? Darla mentioned Linda, or what?
Yeah, which
Any
she's
ideas?
feeling better, by the way. She's doing better today.
Okay.
All
Cool.
I know is Mattson knows about the game. Mattson knows that I have to play this game, so I can't not show up, or else he's gonna think something's up. So I have to be here, but that doesn't mean you all can't be getting some info on where we're going and what we're doing, because we are way over our heads right now, and anything at all to give us a sliver of a chance to pull this off is what we need.
Yeah,
I'm
I think it's
on a date
best
with
that you
John
do
later.
play. Because he'll probably want to watch this.
I'm going on a date with John later.
John is in John Logan, is in the John that gave my dad's name?
The bad guy?
The John that...
No, that one. But
the one that implicated my dad and my dad...
Yeah, not a real date, though.
Chloe.
Like, that's why I said not a real date. Not a real
Chloe,
date.
the bar is on the ground right now, honey. No.
It's not a real date. Obviously, it's just a fake date. That's why I
Recon
mentioned it when
sauce.
Eli said, when Eli was talking about getting more information, that's why I said it.
Ooh,
I realize
okay,
now I
sauce.
should have said it more seriously, because he did in fact put your father in prison for a very long time. Hypothetically.
Baby, what are you going to do if he wants to hold hands with you and you don't hold hands with him? He's going to put you in jail.
I won't hold his hand. It's okay.
Also,
What if you don't
Sam,
hold it the way he
sorry,
wants you?
I think you were cut off. Sorry, what was it you were saying, Sam? I can't read it, honey.
Is on the ground. That was the funniest thing. What does
Well,
that say?
the thing
So
is, though,
don't
Jack,
taste
is
the
that-
sauce.
Yes.
But Jackie, your dad's important. Like, he's a really smart guy, and I mean, I don't know all of why John lied about it and put him in prison, but I feel like part of it is because maybe you saw him as a threat. But like, I'm just Chloe. Like, I'm useless. You know, he's not gonna actually suspect me of anything or put me in prison or anything. So that's just that was just my little research thing that I'm doing.
So you're gonna try to get info from Little John, who is now John Bad Guy. He's not. He doesn't get a good name
John
anymore.
that did bad things.
John
Bad doer John.
Guy.
I feel
Bad
like
actor.
Full
John
stop.
that did bad things is removing him from the problem. You're like excusing him from the problem that he definitely did.
No, because I said he did it. It's John the bad doer.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So I have to be the game. I have to perform. You're gonna go date John Bad Guy. What else could we do? What else could we do to prep?
Well, I mean, John's going to be in the game with you, right? Obviously.
All right.
Should I be there to cheer him on?
Probably.
Probably.
think
You missing would be
Some
weird.
of us should be at the game because if everyone's missing when Eli's doing the game, might be weird that some of us aren't there to support him.
Darla's going to look at Artie. I don't think you should try to sneak around with us right now. You should hang out with Chloe. Make sure there's two of you together.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's okay. You do what you need to do, and yeah, Chloe, want to teach me about how football enjoying works?
I mean, it's like partly football enjoying. It's partly just like enjoying everyone doing their best. You know, I don't really understand the game at all. I just know that like they really care about what they're doing, and I'm like, wow. So you
Okay,
can watch cheerleaders too if you want, or the mascot.
Yeah, I mean, we can not understand together. That sounds great. So if we're doing that, Jackie and Darla, what are you doing?
I will follow Jackie's lead.
I'm not really sure what we could do to prep for this. Because I feel
have
like
a
I've already
dog.
done all the bug prep.
We do have the dog. But again, I don't think Jackie would put herself in a weird position because she's not going to let Bug out of her sight.
Where's the
that's why
black
you've got
box at
Darla
right now?
The kid that is always in a weird position.
Where's the black box at right now? Sorry.
It's still in my safe at my house
Okay.
with my mom.
Unlike, I don't think Chloe would think of this, but on a meta level, I'm like, do we include the black box at all as a bargaining element? I don't know.
I don't think did he say the black box, or was it just a robot?
No,
I
he
can't remember.
didn't, but we can just throw that
Just
in
the
as like
robot.
a little treat. But wait, oh yeah. Oh,
Well,
I'm having thoughts
he
that
doesn't
Chloe
know that
wouldn't
we-
have.
But
Sorry.
we also shouldn't assume that Logan knows that we have the black box. Logan only knows we have the robot.
Yeah, I wouldn't suggest mentioning the black box
Yeah.
unless they bring it up.
Okay, I was gonna say, sorry, for a second I was about to be like, wait, why wouldn't Madsen also ask for the black box? Why would he only ask for the robot? But then if he doesn't know that we have it, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
He probably thinks the black box is still in the robot.
That's true.
So
But wait, no, when it goes inside of the robot, isn't that when like a horrible thing happens?
we don't know what happens because Bug said that it happens over and over and over. So whatever it was happening might not
Can
be
you imagine like
obvious.
we give him a decoy bug with like a fake box inside and he's like, this should
Like,
be
that's
leveling
not
the
right.
city. What are you talking about?
As this happens, the school bell goes off, and you can hear a cheer going out from around, and you see that all the students around you are wearing football colours. They are wearing flags. Many of them are wearing capes. You can see Grant, the school mascot, with an oversized eagle head and a big flappy t-shirt, just walking round and kind of dancing, and everyone go, Eagles! 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 And you can see a number of the football team making their way through the crowd as well towards the school as lessons are slowly being called. Is there anything anyone is doing or agreeing upon before heading off to classes?
I would want to check in on Brad. I'd want to check in on
Okay.
Brad boy.
Sure thing. How about everyone else?
I would probably have invited Jackie back to my house for 1, to put the plan together, and 2, because I have some things there that I want to grab.
Wait, during the school day?
Either way. Up to you.
Because
You
Jackie
feeling
needs to catch up
rebellious?
on
You
schoolwork.
wanna skip school with me?
Jackie already skipped yesterday.
Jackie
shows up
and
to
does
this
need to
compared
catch
to Darla.
It's lunchtime.
I feel like there's only so much that Jackie's mom will let go at this point.
Oh, what's it like?
It was probably like a pinky promise you can go to this meeting if you go to school tomorrow. You can risk your life as long as you get your grades
Yeah, the
up.
bar is low for a lot of things here.
No, the trust is high.
I was gonna say that Chloe would probably invite Jackie to play some tennis at lunch to get any excess frustrations out.
Cool. So, Eli, you managed to corner Bradley in the corridors where people are sort of getting bags out of lockers and books and such, and you can see him just sort of getting his rucksack out, and just you can see that his gym bag is in there as well, and he just looks over to you and, oh, hey bro, how you doing?
Brad boy. Listen, just no bullshit right now. How are you holding up? I know things have been a little bit rough. Are you hanging in there?
Yeah, it's good to have the game to distract me, but yeah, no, I'm doing okay. Yeah. John's still not talking, but yeah, no, I'm good though.
Do you have any more information on anything going around? We're also, doing our part to try to help you out as well. It's a lot going on. I know we have the game, we have all of this stuff. You and John you're falling out and everything. I just want to make sure our heads are on straight for this.
Maybe check in with John. I know he's kind of bummed that his dad's not gonna be at the game. I think it's kind of throwing him for a bit of a loop. So, yeah. But other than that, I'm good. I got what I'm doing in the match, and you do too. We'll be fine. We'll be okay.
All right, I'm gonna give him a hard slap on the shoulder. Hey, just hang in there. I know things are a bit rough, and you know we've kind of been hit and miss for a little bit, and things got a little weird there. But listen, I know you're going through a lot. We're gonna crush it tonight. Things will be fine. We'll figure everything out. I just don't want you to beat yourself up too much.
Thanks, man. And he returns the slap in kind and just nods at you and so, well, see you on the pitch.
Yeah. One last thing. Bring it in. Come on.
Make a charm check for me. You need 2 successes.
3 successes. Let's go. Oh, a little smooch too.
Yeah, you just feel a little sort of like brush against your cheek as he just like holds you, just like, thanks, Eli. Thanks for being a real fucking pal.
Yeah. Listen, Brad boy, we'll get through this. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good.
You won the good ones, man. You won the good ones. And with that, Bradley heads off as Darla. As your friends go about the school day, and Jackie and Chloe, can you both make force checks for me, please? Just Jackie and Chloe. I just want to see who rolls higher.
Do I get to assist Jackie's one? I got 2 successes.
So, Jackie, you are very, very unskilled at tennis. This is very, very new to you. You are used to wrenches. You are not used to balls. As sort of you and Chloe go at it, sort of like hitting back and forth, and Chloe is sort of demonstrating technique and such over the lunch break. But as this is happening, Darla, you are heading home to grab additional things. What are you grabbing?
Darla is going to sneak into, well, not into her house, but she is going to sneak into that first room down the hall on the left that is usually locked, because there's a safe in there that she wants to get into.
Okay. Can you make a sneak check for me? As upon entering, and the door opening and ding, 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 tins just roll across the floor, you see once more.
How many successes do I need?
You just need 1. Okay. As you see your father unconscious on the sofa once more, the sound of the TV playing, as you sneak through the house and you open the safe. Would you like to say what it is you take, or are you wanting to keep that a secret?
I will keep it a secret. However,
Okay.
I will let y'all know that this room that she unlocks and goes into, and when it opens, it's actually her parents' bedroom that looks very untouched, looks a bit dated, as if things haven't really been sat in or dealt with in a very long time. But she would exit the room and close it very quietly.
Heading on out, as you move past the sofa, you just hear
She would be heading out the back door, sliding door, to go up to get Linda.
Linda sees you and
Hey.
just steps up and sort of still a little unsteady on her paws.
I just realized I gotta get this dog down. She would have it over her shoulders. Fireman carrier.
I won't make you roll for it. I don't want to be
you.
responsible for harming a dog. As you just carry Linda down, and Linda just sort of fairly tentatively follows you as you walk through into town. Eventually, the school day comes to an end, and students begin to file out of classes, and everyone starts to buzz with excitement for the football game this evening. What is everybody doing as, with an hour to go until the game, the afternoon stretches out ahead of you?
I don't know, because I gotta go soon, so I don't want to start anything cool about Chloe. So Chloe disappears to get ready for like an hour.
Well, if we say that Chloe and Artie go to get a good seat at the the stadium, and is there anything that you want to say to the group before you head off?
So wait, when is my John date?
I mean, you didn't set one. You haven't set one at all.
Oh, I thought you said it would be tomorrow, and I thought that was today. So I was
I said
waiting
you
for John date to occur. Oh no.
Oh right.
Oh,
So I didn't know you wanted
no.
a date. I thought you just wanted to talk.
Well, I want to talk to him.
John.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll say
Okay.
if you have time, very very quickly, you can have a very quick conversation with him.
Okay. Yeah. I would like
Yeah.
that.
So as people are filing out of classes, you see John at his locker, and you see Artie in the distance, as well as your friends beginning to congregate. But John is currently on his own at his locker.
Hi.
Hey, how are your bruises going down?
Just the one so far. So looking better. Review. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I've seen worse. You coming to the game today?
Yeah. I'm really excited. I'm hanging out with some other people and really want to like see how Eli does, because he's like the captain this time, right?
No, I'm the captain, but he's
you're the captain.
You know,
Okay.
Yeah, no. Look, I wanted to say I'm sorry if I've been a little weird recently. I've had a lot on my mind. But and if I've been asking a whole bunch of strange questions, and as he looks around, you can see that there is quite a large bruise on his right cheek as well, from where his father slapped him. And you know, if I've been giving kind of weird up and down signals, you know, I'm sorry, but I would I would genuinely like to hang out with you at some point.
Chloe is now like blinded by just the words being said to her and has completely forgotten how to like actually angle the conversation to where she wanted to take it. Yeah, I think like whereabouts? What's your like usual place?
I don't know. I hear Amblin Diners. Nice. We can maybe go there if you wanted. Sometime. This weekend. And he looks over and he can see his teammates congregating at the end of the corridor. And in a minute. Did you want something or
No, I was just. Well, I had a thing because I think there was something cool happening at like the coast this weekend too. Some like, I don't know, cute little like, sale event thing or something. So I was wondering if like, so I've never really like been to the coast, so I don't know if you want to go there.
Yeah. I've done a little bit of boating, so yeah. No, that works for me. How about after the game, you and I, we can organize a day and a time.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I gotta go. My team is, big game.
Okay, big game. Good luck.
Okay. Thank you. And with that, he heads off, and the rest of you, sort of in your respective areas of the corridor. And Darla, are you going to be meeting them at school?
She will not be stepping foot on school grounds.
Okay, cool. So, Jackie and Eli, you watch as John moves away from Chloe. And Chloe, Artie comes up to you and, Okay, so ready to be football fans?
Yes, I am. Artie, do you think I'm good at interrogation? Do I look like would you tell me things?
Yeah, if you ask, but I'm kind of an honest guy, so yeah, but yeah, no, you're really good at asking questions though, and I'm telling the truth because I'm honest. So
That's true. You're also you're kind of like nervous about it as well. So that's how I can tell you're telling the truth as well.
yeah, kind of a constant state, but
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be kind of weird if I asked you a question and then you were lying and then all of a sudden you were like, "No, Chloe, you're very bad at answering questions." Yeah. Maybe when people are nervous, that means they're telling the truth. That makes sense. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yes, seats. Totally down for that. Do you need a special entrance because of your? Do you have is your leg okay?
Yeah, my leg's okay. It's just my breathing. I can't get too excited with that. And as he moves you down the corridor, kind of explaining how his ribs are still very much hurting, Eli and Jackie, are you doing anything before Eli has to head off to his game?
I want to have a little pep talk with Eli.
Okay.
So I think we're both equally nervous about this meeting.
Yes. Hey, hey, Jack Attack. How you feeling?
Not good.
Same. Hey, that's good. We're on the same page. Listen, you're like the smartest person I know, and I think if we're gonna pull this off, your brains are gonna be irreplaceable here. Unreplaceable. What words? Don't know them. They don't go here.
Non-replaceable.
That's what I'm saying.
Go get us a win so we can have 2 wins under our belt by the end of this night. Yeah?
Yeah, I'll do it for the group, our team. We got this.
And do you know how excited Jane's gonna be when we get to tell her you got a touchdown and then you got to go beat up a bodyguard? Maybe not, but
I mean,
theoretically.
it's theoretically on the card still. We're gonna see how this goes. Hopefully your brains stop me from doing that. We'll see how it goes. But I'm excited to tell Jane because think of all the drawing she's gonna do. All of the.
Think about everything she heard. What if we get there and they're like, please take her. She won't stop talking about stuff.
Classic small Jane. Talks her way out of into and out of everything.
She keeps telling us she's rich. She won't let go of this facade.
I hope they have Arnold Palmer's for her. If not,
If they don't have Arnold Palmer's for her, they're probably going to hand her over on a silver platter because she's been dying for those.
Thanks for, I don't know, thanks for slowing down and just being able to talk.
I think that sometimes we forget that we're just kids.
Yeah.
As much as I want my britches to be big, they're not. They're quite the opposite.
My britches might be big, but my brain britches are not as big, and I'm working on that.
Oh, that's okay. We'll get you some small britches for your brain.
Little custom size britches.
Small but tall. We'll have to get them in long size.
Yes, exactly.
You got legs.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna be giving it my all. If I score a touchdown, I'll make sure I shout out to Jack Attack. We'll get this. And while I'm doing that, are you gonna be okay? I mean, I don't know what's gonna be happening while I'm on the field, but I have to be there, or else they're gonna know something's up.
I think Darla and I are gonna go do some recon sauce.
Jane's favorite.
Jane's favorite.
Jane's favorite.
And I know that if anything dangerous does happen, Darla's probably killed somebody before, so she's got everything that we need to protect ourselves. I think
Pretty true. I'm glad you're the one who said it and not me, because I don't want that wrath in case we're wrong.
I think she'd take it as a compliment.
That's true.
But you stay safe, I'll stay safe. We're gonna get our friend back. We're gonna get my dad back. And we're not gonna let this oil thing happen as, like, I didn't know that in the year 1982 I'd be fighting for climate change, but we're like,
This is
that's
where we're
just
at.
weird.
We are.
You'd think that at this point we'd be over it and, like, everyone would know that we shouldn't be using fossil fuels like this, but
For
whatever.
some reason, us here in the 80s, we don't really get it yet.
Listen, by the 90s, this is gonna be completely out of everyone's head.
In the past, it'll be so great, you know. And then we'll have healthcare. Sorry.
And housing's just gonna get better and
Wait.
better, I think.
What are we bringing up healthcare for?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
As you say this, you just hear from down the corridor, "Yo, Eli!" And you turn around and you can see John just beckoning you over as the team begins to make their way towards the pitch and the locker rooms.
All right, that's me. As soon as this is done, we're gonna meet up. We're gonna crush this. You know. I'll see you when it's done, Jack Attack.
See you when it's done, Treli. And she's gonna, like, give him a really quick hug and then run off.
Oh.
And as you run off, Jackie and Eli, as you disappear off with your team, Darla, where are you meeting Jackie with Linda?
Probably not far away from the school. I just don't want to be on school grounds.
Fair enough. So, a little further off, Jackie, as you come down the school steps and out into the turning circle, you can see across the street the familiar sight of Darla with her jacket on, and next to her, Linda, this bruised and battered German shepherd just standing next to her.
Bruised and battered. Ow.
She's okay-ish. Aren't you, girl? She's gonna help us find at least Jenkins. And hopefully... Actually, not hopefully. I kind of hate the idea of them all being together, but whatever. Hopefully they're together.
I think we have... How long does a football game take?
I don't know. You think I pay attention to sports?
2 hours? 2.5? Or is it like a movie length? Like, is it... There's an intermission.
Sure, we can go full length
Let's
film.
go 3.
3 it is.
We got 3 hours.
We got 3 hours. Okay.
So, the two of you heading off. We will begin with the game. Eli, sitting in the locker rooms, you hear the sound of the crowd outside, and you hear Gleason step in as he looks around. "All right, boys, this is it. Get out there, win a match." And Eli, and he gestures you over as everyone begins to file out into the pitch.
Yes, Coach?
I'm gonna need you to step up your game while you're out there, okay?
Don't worry, Coach. I have a lot of pent-up aggression I'm ready to lay it all out there for.
I am very, very glad to hear that, son. Okay. Head on out there. See you on
sir.
the other side. And as you step out, the floodlights almost blind you as a cheer erupts from around the stadium. And Chloe, you and Artie can see the team slowly begin to file out. As from the center of the field, you hear the sound of the school's band reverberating into the air. The bleachers are packed. Students and parents alike fill the seating banks, cheering and waving flags overhead as floodlights reflect off the freshly mowed green pitch. On the other side of the band, marching through the center of the pitch, you see, lined up and ready to go, the purple and yellow colors of the other team, the Columbus Mongooses. And Grant, your school mascot, dances in front of them wearing his giant eagle head. And Chloe, as you stand there cheering and waving and everyone around you doing the same, looking around, you can see a couple of familiar faces in the crowd. You can see TJ there. You can also see Lana, sat next to Missy, the girl that you properly met the other day. And Eli, as you move into the center of the pitch, you look up at the crowds, and you see 3 familiar figures. Your mum, your sister Quinn, and next to them, you see your father, Amadi, in the crowd. And as the team comes into the center, John piles you all in. Okay, Josh, Randy, keep your eye on the ball. Where we can keep possession, I need you all over that. Don't lose out on don't let those sprinting sessions be for nothing. Brad, Eli, I want you to keep them tied down the front. Hit them hard, bring them down. Got it?
Yes, yes. We got this.
All right, okay. Let's go play some football. Let's hustle! And everyone just begins to move on out. And Eli, I would like you to roll a body check. We are going to do 4 rolls over the course of the football game.
Okay.
Each will make the other and the following rolls a little bit easier. So, just make a straight body roll for me first.
Should he roll at
Here we
advantage
go.
because his dad's there and he feels super inspired?
Well,
I don't need it. Oh.
With
I got
the
2
next one?
successes. Can you describe what you were doing in this first quarter of the game, Eli?
So I am playing offense, and I'm the running back of the team. We never even established what I do, but I'm the running back of the team, and it's a lot of really quick snaps, really quick passes through the middle, really quick drives on the outside, and I am going through this field like I never have before, and call it the adrenaline, call it prepping for tonight, but I am, with 2 successes, I am running over people who are trying to tackle me. I am jumping over tackles. I am, spinning out of breaks and just throwing it all out there as much as I can.
So I will say with 2 successes, you will only need 2 successes next time in the second quarter as you go. And as the cheers of the crowds echo not just throughout the stadium, but beyond as well, Jackie and Darla, as you move away, the sound of the football game slowly beginning to fade away, where are you both headed?
Toward the coordinates from Henry? Is that his name?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, sorry, hang on. Are you headed towards the coordinates, or are you headed towards where...
I think we're no,
whichever-
not the coordinates, because the coordinates are the oil
they're
rig.
different?
We're heading towards like the meeting spot just to scope it out beforehand.
Okay, then the docks if they're not the coordinates.
Okay. So, you head on through Eden Falls, making your way through the streets and out towards the salty air of the coastline. Eden Falls sits quite comfortably on the edge of the Californian coast. And as you move away from the inner town and the shops and the houses that make up the vast majority of Eden Falls' center, you see up ahead, silhouetted against a slowly setting orange sun, the pier. You see a large Ferris wheel that is currently moving round. You can see other rides. You can see helter-skelters. You can hear music drifting from the pier. And as you turn to the right, you see warehouses stretching all along the coastline. And Linda simply follows the both of you.
Okay. Hey, Linda, and she's gonna have her smell the hilt of her knife. Do you smell Jenkins at all? I don't know. Can you smell him out? Is that what you do?
She sniffs the knife and just starts looking around and fairly aimlessly, honestly, just starts moving forward, just towards the direction of the warehouses, but with no real sense of speed or direction.
Darla's gonna look at Jackie and just shrug. And just follow.
So you follow. I'm going to ask you both to make investigate checks for me, please. You need an accumulated 5 successes between you both.
We got this, bestie. Let's do it.
Did you say 5 or I'm sorry, it sounds so similar to 2.
Oh.
It sounds similar, but I did say 5.
I want to see what you get. Oh shoot.
Do you have 2 blesses? Do you have 2 blesses? Hello?
But what do you have then?
Oh. Hold on. Let me do some math.
Because that would get us the 3. You know, or chat, just a reminder that it is $5 to give us blesses, or $25 for an entire bless pack, so everybody gets at least 1 bless.
I'm 1 bless away from getting us that 5th success.
Ooh, 1 bless away,
Which,
unless you're
if
all
you
hooligans.
think about it, that means that I only have 4. I can only go up to 3 successes, which means if we add it to your 2 successes, that gives us 5 successes. Which, if we're doing our math correctly again, if I get 1 more bless, that means that I have enough points to get that 3rd success.
You are killing it. Keep going.
Meaning that we have 5 successes in total, which would help us pass. Like,
What do you think
if we
would
just
happen
had
if
1 more bless that's worth $5, or a pack of blesses worth 25 for everyone, that means I could get that 1 number I need to get a 3rd success, which would give us 5 successes overall. Is
And
everyone
at the same
following?
time,
Can I get at least
warriors.
20 yeses in chat?
Yes.
While you are investigating, we will go back to Eli. As Eli, you and your team's uniforms are now covered in mud and green grass stains. As you move into the second quarter, you can make whatever body roll you would like. Sneak, force, or move. Whatever you feel is most appropriate for your strategy in this quarter.
It's gonna be a move check because I am trying to go fast, quick, and put us so far ahead that I can coast through the end of the game. So I can start thinking about the next step.
So you only need 2 successes. Any other successes or further successes will make future quarters easier for you. So 2 successes, baseline.
Wow, some people get 2, some people get...
I got 1 success, and since my dad is here, could I potentially get a little bit of a buff? Because I didn't know he was going to be here, and it's a really big deal for Eli.
I will allow that, yes. So I will give you... Yeah, fuck it. I'll give you another success. As you power through, what are you doing this quarter as you move quickly through the opposition?
I am softly suggesting that they just give me the ball and let me run it right down the middle. And I'm just throwing everything I have into just breaking through their line, because I know if I can get through that line, their back line can't catch me. I know that I can schmoove right past their safety and their outside linebackers. They got nothing on me.
Okay, so the crowd erupts as you move into the back half of the game, moving into the third quarter. As Darla and Jackie, where are you at?
So it seems that I have gotten another bless, which would put me at the total of having 3 successes to Darla's 2 successes, giving us 5 successes total.
That would give you 5 successes as you sneak around these docks and around the warehouses. And while Linda seems somewhat aimless, eventually, after around an hour, she just begins to move forward. And as she moves through the warehouses, you hear her growl. But over this, in the distance, you hear voices. Very, very faint voices.
Can I listen?
Yeah, can we hear what they're saying? Make out what it is?
I will ask you both to make sneak checks for me, please.
Why,
2 successes each.
It's so fun how I'm out of blesses now.
Oh no. What could you do?
I'm gonna give it a reroll.
Okay, at least you don't injure.
Okay.
I can't reach it. I'm gonna reroll.
Okay.
No!
We're being so quiet.
That is...
We're being gaslit
no-
by Roll20?
I left
That
my
is-
cleats on. I'm so sorry.
Those 2 single successes have been noted as you move round the corner and immediately back and press yourself against the edge of the warehouses as in the distance you see 2 cars stood opposite one another. One is silver, the other is a dark green. And stood next to either of them, you see 2 familiar figures. You see Robert Logan, and you see Mayor Gina Hirsch, deep in conversation. And I will say, as you sneak, you hear the following.
Can I record this with Bug?
I will say you are not close enough. If you
Dang
would
it.
like
Okay,
to,
that's fine.
if you would like to send Bug in, you are
Nope.
more than welcome.
That's
No?
never happening, Ed.
Okay. As you listen in, both of you hear, I don't appreciate you dodging my calls, Robert. There have been rather more pressing concerns, Gina. Concerns? Concerning me, not you. You don't get to say that when my money and reputation is on the line. You told me this business would be completed by the end of the month. Yes, well, something has gone missing. What do you mean? I was under the impression you didn't want to know the specifics of our deal. Robert, let me be clear. I may not understand the experiments you've been conducting on those oil rigs of yours, but I understand enough to know that should the government find out, it will be considered treasonous, and ARPA would be all over you like a rash. I don't appreciate your tone, Gina, and I don't appreciate your recklessness, Robert. The deal has been finalized. Town Hall has bought your oil rigs, and any evidence of your work will be demolished at the same time they are. I understand. Do you? I have fast-tracked everything according to the schedule you gave me. The contractors have been booked. As far as they're concerned, when they arrive to tear down those oil rigs, those structures will be little more than husks, empty. We cannot afford delays, because if your laboratories aren't out of there by then, they will be. Then our entire operation will be discovered, and both of us compromised. And as Robert moves back to his silver car, both of you make comprehend checks for me, please.
What do we need?
I'm gonna see who rolls higher.
1?
Okay. Darla, as Robert moves back towards his silver car and leans against its hood, you can see that the back door is open, and inside there is a briefcase. And he leans against the car, and the situation has become complicated. My son is involved now, Gina. Yes. Well, now, so am I. We both stand to make a lot of money off the back of this little project of yours, and I appreciate you bringing me in, but my reputation and my legacy in this town comes first, and I swear, I will not hesitate to throw you and your entire family under the bus if it saves my political career. Do I make myself clear? Crystal. So, the situation is under control. It is being resolved as we speak. By the end of tonight, I will have the robot, and I will have the box.
Darla's hitting Jackie like, listen.
And Gina just nods. Whatever you were doing in those oil rigs, Robin, finish it. And she steps into her car, and the green vehicle drives away. As the third quarter of the game comes, Eli, can you make another body roll for me? Whichever you would like. You can have force or you can have sneak, whichever you would rather.
Force, baby.
Force, baby, okay.
Can I cheer real loud to help?
Let me see. I have.
Yeah.
Wait, how?
Chloe, make a lead check for me. Any successes you have will be added to Eli.
I also
What
have-
should be 1,000,000 of them?
Yeah, let me know what you got.
Yeah, I got. I just got. Whoops. Oh, sorry. Audie just asked me for a diet soda. I gotta go. Actually.
I have some blesses I'm gonna cash in because it's been a bit since I rolled. I can do 2 successes.
2 successes, okay.
Burning these blessings.
You push through, and how does the third quarter go for you?
A little slower than the first 2. It's starting to set in that I'm a little distracted, but I'm not letting it stop me from what I have to do. We are doing a little bit more outside running plays where I could really flex because of my long legs. So I'm schmooving out there. We are still gaining ground. We are taking a few more hits than we were in the first 2 quarters, but overall we're pinning them down pretty well.
And as you do so, you look up and you can see your family cheering in the stands. And you can see Chloe and you can see Artie. And Artie turns to you, Chloe. You know what? I think I'm beginning to get the appeal.
Yeah, it's like it's an arm workout, and like you get like the blood pumping, like it feels like you're like in it with them. And I think Eli's like noticed us as well, and is probably loving the cheering that you're doing. This is all good. It's all wins.
Okay, final quarter, let's go! As back in the docks, as the green car drives away, you see Robert just hang his head and just exhale next to his silver car as he reaches inside and he pulls out a phone that is connected to the dashboard and starts typing into it, and Yes. No, it went about as well as you would expect. Well, as soon as you have the robot, just call. Good. Thank you. And he just slams it down on the dashboard and begins to get into the car.
As he slams it down, Darla would quickly reach into her pocket and not like pull it out very far, but just shove her switchblade into Jackie's hand. Not say anything, just look at her, just like take it.
Jackie's gonna look down at it and be like, "Oh, a Swiss Army knife," and tuck it into her pocket.
As you watch, the car starts up and begins to slowly move in a U-turn round towards your direction. It will be driving past you.
Gonna hide.
Yeah, can we try to shimmy?
I am going to say, with your previous sneak rolls, as Robert drives past, his face turns and makes eye contact with the both of you.
Wait, but what if we do the Marvel thing where we kiss? Because nobody likes looking at people kissing.
Darla's in.
I am going to say, with your failed
Darla would just do it.
I love it
Robert-
if like Jackie goes in for it, but then Darla is pulled like.
Or
isn't
the
paying
traditional
attention and screws
Darla will
it.
just punch you.
Oh yeah.
Robert turns in his seat, and the car immediately comes to a stop. What are the two of you doing?
Running? I don't know.
Let's say, what's around us? Where are we?
So at the moment, there is a... So basically, this meeting took place between two long rows of warehouses. At the moment, there is nothing except for the amusement park a little further off, and there is town around a 15-minute walk away from where you are. So it is mostly empty around here, save for the amusement park.
There's nobody with him?
He is on his own in the silver car.
No, you shouldn't have told Darla that.
Oh no. Be chill.
She does not
What does
move.
that word mean?
Darla stands up
So-
tall and just like stares at him.
Jackie, what are you doing?
He's out of the car.
He is still in the car, but you can see he is undoing his seatbelt and is about to get out.
How fast can an old man be? I'm running.
I'm about to say, if Jackie wants to run.
Jackie, make a move check for me, please.
God damn it.
Climb up a tree with a knife.
Please. A move check. 2 successes!
Nice! I would have you take Linda with you.
You leg it. Where are you running to?
I just want to get out of sight. I feel like dogs have like kind of labyrinth of things that I could. I'm small.
You run, and Linda follows as you dart round the corner of one of the warehouses, and you find yourself just rushing underneath. There are a couple of boats that are currently under construction, and you can see that they are elevated, and you are ducking and weaving underneath a number of them. And Darla, the car door opens, and a burgundy-suited leg just steps out as Robert Logan stands. I've seen you before.
I live here.
You make a habit of listening in on conversations.
Who said I was listening in on anything? Why, you got something to hide?
Okay, then.
Are we done here?
And he steps forward, and
She doesn't move.
so I don't suppose you're here to scope out ahead of your little meeting with Madsen.
Do you know who I am? I don't scope out anything. I just go places. Is it a crime to be here in this very public area? And even if it is,
Why is
tell
your-
the cops. They won't do anything.
Make a charm or lead check for me.
I don't like either of those. Ooh, how many successes do I need?
You need 2.
Okay, I have 2 pluses and I have 2 5s and other 6s. I have 2 successes.
Get hecked.
But now I need more
Hey.
pluses for $5.
He looks at you and just give my man what he wants, and you'll have no trouble.
Who's that?
The one with your friend.
Who is that? You can't expect me to know everybody in this town. I know everybody knows me, but I can't know them. There's a lot of people.
He'll be the man in the sunglasses.
Well, that really narrows it down here on a beach, okay.
What about at night? You know, you are very young to be playing such adult games.
You're really old for assuming a lot of things. Thought you'd be wiser by now.
You restocked your dad's fridge, by the way?
Why do you ask?
Alcoholics need their fix.
She's gonna punch him.
Make a body check for me, please.
Oh, I could use Bless's chat, like, real bad. I can't guarantee I'll get a 3 like I did for Chloe.
As this is
that a force?
happening, that would be a force, yes.
Okay. How many did you say?
You need 2 for that.
2?
Mm-hmm. As this is happening,
I succeed. I
Eli, can you make one final roll for me? This time, it is sneak. So you are making a sneak roll for the final quarter.
Here we go. 2 successes.
How, Eli, do you win the game as the marching band sounds out once more?
It is a total mishap of a play. I actually get hit enough to fumble the ball, but as the ball is rolling and somebody picks it up, I hit him back hard enough so the ball fumbles again, and I pick it up, and I'm so in the open at this point because everyone just kind of scattered in the confusion that I kind of just trot into the end zone, kind of like showboaty a bit, feeling myself before I know things are about to go to hell for me, in the last moment of happiness I think I'm going to have for a bit. So it's more of like a casual, like, hey, we got this, and that's it.
As the band erupts and the crowd begins to go wild, Artie and Chloe, you see Eli win the game as the team just erupts around him and moves in on him in this tight group. Chloe, can you make a comprehend check for me, please?
Yes, I can. Oh my god. Where's Roll20 gone? Oh my god, did I not reopen it up? Oh my god. Okay, what's Artie doing while I'm doing this?
Artie is just cheering and he is just swept up in the moment, and he looks over at you and is just exclaiming, oh my god, we won, we won! And as this
Not
is
too much,
happening,
he's hurt.
ooh.
I got 2 successes, but I have 1 bless, so I'd like to make my 5 a 6. So I got 2 successes.
Okay, as this is happening, you see the floodlights beginning to flicker. And off in the far side of the pitch, you see someone walking forward, limping, brown jacket completely tattered. And slowly the crowd around is beginning to notice this as well. And while many are still cheering, they are beginning to turn to this individual. Wiry, grey beard.
Eli! I'm just like shouting over like a general crowd.
Eli, make a comprehend check for me, please. See if you can hear this. You need 2 successes to hear this over.
0.
Take a tennis ball out of my bag and I throw it at Eli.
Make
Reroll.
It's my
Make a-
iconic item.
Okay, your iconic item, you just immediately, Eli, there's just a thunk as you look up in the direction of Chloe, and you see where she is looking, as in the distance, walking further into the pitch, you see Mr. Jenkins, bloodied and torn coat, as the band slowly begins to stop their playing, and Mr. Jenkins collapses in the center of the pitch.
I am ripping my helmet off and sprinting right over there.
I'm running also.
You run down, and as you do so, Artie is trying to keep pace with you, and you can see
sorry, Artie.
from all of the floodlights. And Jackie, as you look back, you see Darla's fist just connect with Robert as he just falls back onto the hood of his car, and he just, you little punk, and he is going to run forward to you, Darla. I need you to make a move check for me, please. You need 2 successes.
Shoot, I do not have that. I'm
As
going to
Can I help?
roll.
you can try and do something. What are you doing, Jackie?
Can I send Linda back to like?
No, she's hurt.
Throwing Linda. But Linda's a
dog
resilient dog.
I am going to say make a force check on behalf of Linda. You need 2 successes.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Linda!
Jack's
She's
not.
stubborn.
We don't vibe. Me and Linda, we don't vibe.
Linda runs forward, and you just hear her, as there is a, as you just hear Linda slam into the side, as Robert is holding Darla, as
Wait,
you
wait,
look
wait,
up.
wait, 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 I want to reroll.
Okay.
Dang it. I failed again.
He is still
Wait,
holding
I
onto you.
want to reroll. Dang it.
And Jackie, as you are looking on, suddenly you realize light is fading in and out as you look towards the distance, and you see the amusement part just slowly beginning to fade in and out. You have seen this before, and that means one thing and one thing only. As at the football pitch, Eli and Chloe, as you descend upon Mr. Jenkins, who is collapsed in the center of the pitch, he looks up at you. They have your friend, and they took me. They used me. Oh.
I'm gonna
They-
crouch down, sit by him.
He just suddenly reaches up and grabs your jacket, Chloe, and pulls you in close and just... They used my tracker. They went to your friend's house. They have the box. And with that, suddenly, you hear the sound of lights going out across the town once more.
And with me knowing that the lights are about to go out, can I yell to Darla to duck?
I can't.
You
I'm
absolutely
held right
can.
now.
I will say, make a lead check for me, and Darla, depending on how many successes this has, you can add that to your next move roll.
Ooh. That's a lot of successes.
Go on, add that to your next move roll.
I can't wait.
Does that have a condition from failing the other reroll, by the way? Is Jackie just
You
like
would.
That gives me a negative now.
Jack stack on the
So-
team? It's incredible.
Darla, make a move roll for me, please.
Yeah, I'll add a whole 0. Can't wait. Oh, nice! It looks great over here.
Wait, do you have a bless?
8, technically.
No, I don't.
As
I
Robert
have one last
Logan...
reroll.
Okay, make it count.
Oh God. Oh.
You manage to, as the lights go down, you manage to just break yourself free of Robert's grasp.
I kick him in the nuts. My dad taught me well.
Okay, make a force check for me, please, then.
I fear.
But what about that 2 that I got? That's 2 6.
No, you miss.
So
But
Darla didn't duck.
No, Darla didn't duck.
Because if I yelled that right before the lights went out, I was yelling it in an attempt to get her to duck so when the lights go out, I could throw something. I'm not trying, like, I don't want to metagame this and be like, she decides not to throw it.
No, throw it.
No. Throw it, we'll see how accurate. Bear in mind, Robert is taller than Darla, so make
Yes.
Is my back to Jackie, though? So, like...
Yes, it would be in this scenario.
So as long as you don't shoot it too low.
Jackie is pulling a wrench out of her bag and throwing a wrench.
No.
My uncle taught me how to throw these.
I mean, I am going to be a very nice GM and say, technically, as this is your toolkit, would this not count as an
This would
iconic?
be
Happened to
iconic.
me.
Iconic.
So you get a +2.
I do.
If I
Yep.
can throw a bowl, you can throw a wrench.
So make a force or a move check, whichever you would rather.
Oh, come on!
Are you kidding me?
It knocks me upside the head.
I'm re-rolling.
And then
You hear a dunk in the darkness as there's and Darla, you feel a little bit of spray just fly over your face as you just hear Robert staggering back and he slams against the car. What are the two of you doing?
I'm gonna just yell run at Darla, hoping she can hear my voice to come to me as we're like waiting for eyes
She
to
probably
adjust.
could, but I want to run to the back of that van, open that up, and grab whatever that suitcase was.
I will say in the darkness you are able to do so as you
Sick.
just reach in, grab the briefcase, and are both of you running?
Yeah. If you'll allow
I
it.
need you both to make move checks for me, please. And I will say, considering he is currently nursing a broken nose, just one success each. Okay.
No, I have a bless. I'm using it.
Okay, Jackie and Darla, you rush off
I'm so
as
stressed out.
Eden Falls is once
we make sure
again
Linda's with us.
plunged into darkness. Linda is following you, and as you both run off, as Robert Logan nurses a broken nose and shouts after you, and as Chloe and Eli cradle Mr. Jenkins in the middle of the football pitch, that is where we are going to end this week's session.
I didn't want to get into all that.
I am sweating.
Correction, Chloe would actually be doing terrible CPR attempts on Mr. Jenkins.